hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of this ragtag group of heroes and adventurers.
Hi everybody, I'm Claire. I'm playing Mira, who's a Dragonborn Sorcerer, half red dragon, half silver dragon. Originally was a bit of a politician, and now has joined the adventuring life, probably to a greater extent than she ever expected.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael. I'm playing Lockie, a Warforged Artificer. Originally was part of a flying castle, but I've since left and resumed an adventure with my now friends.
Cool. Hey guys, I'm Jared, and I play the character of Jin. He is a level 6 Law Bard and a level 2 Hexblade Warlock. I'm currently an associate and ally of the Tempest Guild, and I'm helping them in their goal of stopping the Queen of Dragons, Tiamat.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Shana, the Yuan-Ti Sorcerer, who is traveling with the Tempest Adventuring Guild, trying to find the other half of her soul, who is hiding somewhere away, far from reach.
Hi guys, I'm Matt, playing Yervith, the sneaky Wood Elf Ranger and Rogue, who, after a tragic incident in the jungle with his previous expedition, has now joined up with this lovely ragtag group of adventurers and is looking to see what happens next.
Just so that I've got a point to edit to. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen, and apparently I'm doing the intro to the Mario Party Wii version. Hello and welcome to the Star Carnival. Didn't realize I was doing that voice, but I am now apparently. Welcome back everybody. It's so great to see you all again. And we've got some friendly faces back joining us again. Claire and Michael are back from their lovely trip away, looking fresh, looking slightly tanned, which I did not think was possible for someone with hair as red as you, Claire, but that's impressive. Say something so that the podcast don't think I'm bullying you.
True, I do have melanin, it was confirmed. Yeah.
Melanin confirmed, has been located.
School, as a side note, we got a COVID test that required a UV light, so they gave us a little miniature UV light to look at the test results. But instead of using it for that, we've been, shining it on everything. And it confirmed under UV light that I do have melanin on my skin.
That's exciting.
Scientifically confirmed.
Confirmed.
I'm guessing it also confirmed that melanin or another substance that went fluorescent under UV light was present in a lot of different locations as well.
That's black light.
That's black light.
Yeah, that's true. Trying to make a gross joke and science to myself. That's a problem.
No, for all the skin damage, all of the sun damage that I did. Yeah.
Ali is here, but her camera's not working. Hang on, let me just get her camera up and running. Sorry, no, it's not you, Ali. It's me. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
I can see Ali.
No. She's on the stream now. It's my fault. It's my fault. She's here. She just wasn't coming across on the stream, but she's here. And we are joined again by our lovely guest character, who's now joined us for enough sessions that he may as well just be main cast. Tom.
Yay!
Who's playing Boldor, one of our most requested return guest characters. So very pleased to bring him back.
Oh, that's very kind. Very flattering.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So the most requested return guest characters are you and Gloria, which is the character Alice played. Apparently people liked her mix of troll and not understanding how the rules of D&D work very well. Apparently people enjoyed that. And it was a pretty potent mix for some shenanigans. So I am working on trying to get Alice to come back in for a guest spot. I thought it'd be really fun to bring her into the Curse of Strahd campaign as a ghost or a vampire, just to mess with people and be a bit of a troll. But she's about 40% of the way there convinced, so I've got another couple of months to get her on board before we launch Curse of Strahd. That'll be lots of fun.
Good stuff.
But yeah, no, so thank you everybody for coming and joining us again. Jared will most likely be joining us. He's not 100% sure yet. He's got a thing tonight involved with work that's gone a bit over. He may be jumping in halfway through. He may not. If he does not join us, I'll play as Jin and do my best to stop him dying. Although Jared has not given me a lot to work with. I have exactly one spell slot. So I'll do my best to keep Jin alive. But if something happens, you guys are my witness. I started off with pretty shit clay to begin with. If I make a shit sculpture, it's not my fault. So yeah, we're going to be getting it. For those of you who remember how last session ended, it was a bit of a spicy session, and I will do a bit of a recap, but we also are going to do a bit of a time jump backwards. For the last couple of sessions, two characters have been off doing their own thing, and we've kind of had a few hints at what they've been up to but we don't really know 100% how things have been going for them. So we are going to do a little bit of a catch up with them just at the very beginning of this session to get us all back on board. So obviously Mira and Lockie will be doing a bit of a recap with them. In terms of other news, don't know if I've got much other news. I'm going to be racking the mead into a new container this weekend. I'll film that and chuck it up. It's looking really good. I had a bit of a taste and it's actually come out carbonated. I didn't plan on that, but it happened. So now I've got delicious carbonated spiced mead. It's amazing.
Yum.
I wasn't planning on it. I'll accept that. I'm not gonna ask questions. I think I didn't degas it enough during the early stages, and that's okay with me. Or maybe because it's been cold, the yeast was a bit slower. No idea. But I'm excited because it's actually really nice.
A happy accident, Owen.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
It's actually quite nice as a little carbonated drink. Any other news? The map that you'll be seeing in use tonight was made using Dungeon Alchemist. Now, this is a Kickstarted program that you can now buy on Steam. Not sponsored, but I really recommend it. It's really, really cool. So I needed to make a map fairly on the fly. I was able to literally just click and drag and it auto-filled this map, and then I was able to adjust things as I needed. So it's a really, really cool AI-powered tool to create D&D maps for you on the fly. I recommend it. Again, not sponsored, but Dungeon Alchemist, if you're listening and you want to, won't say no. I love your product and I use it already. So I kickstarted you guys way back, I think it was like a year ago now, and it's just come out on early access on Steam. It's really cool. I love it a lot. Obviously, the new announcement about D&D, 1D&D has come out.
Yeah.
I've had a bit of a look at the play materials. I kind of like some of the changes. Some of the other changes, I'll have to see how they go.
I like the race stuff.
Yeah. I like it on the strength, like your strength, dexterity, is tied to your
background.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that too, which makes sense because
I haven't had the chance to read it yet, but that sounds really interesting.
it's interesting. I think it makes some changes that I immediately look at and go, yes, that's for the better. And there's a couple of other changes where I'm like, I genuinely can't assess this until we've had a go playing around with it. So
Yeah.
I'm in two minds about the forced success and failures on 20s and 1s for skill checks.
Yeah.
That
I was
one
thinking
I'm
about
a
that
little
too.
unsure about. Yeah.
I think the reason they did that is because loads of people do that anyway.
Yeah.
And so they kind of stuck with it. I do kind of like that you have that element of luck, because even the most skilled person in the world can make a mistake and do something really stupid. And that's kind of like a nat 1 moment. So in my mind, I kind of justify it that way. But again, I have to see how that works out, because if you've got a really unlucky night and you're just rolling one after one, that's a shit time. That's not fun. And you can't even rely on your pluses and bonuses to get you out of that hole. So yeah.
I do think.
Also, I like that it was kind of up to the DM's discretion as well,
Yes.
being like, okay, yes, you did get a natural 20, but no, I'm sorry, you can't shoot an arrow and blow the moon up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You can't produce that dragon.
Yeah.
Or like a certain episode we had where, no. Shape water does not create a massive ball of ice around your airship that allows you to fly through storms without impunity. That's not how that works. That's not how magic works. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that too.
I think the natural 20 thing is kind of interesting, and I think it just comes down to DM discretion, really. Like I think it's pretty fun anyway, like to have that epic moment where you roll a 20 and do something cool. But yeah, you mean I think it's just DM discretion. Like obviously, if it's an extreme example like that, it's like most
of the time, 90% of the time, I would say that even with bonuses, if you roll a 1, it's a fail. If you roll a 20, it's a success. Most of the time. So it's only on very rare instances where I think it would kick in anyway. But we'll have to see. And I did have someone reach out on one of the comments and ask if we would be trialing these new rules. I'm thinking about it. Potentially, yes. I would be open to it for the next campaign. Probably not the Storm King's Thunder campaign, but if the people who are joining me for Curse of Strahd, so that's you, Tom, if you wanted to have a go with the new rules. Spoilers, I've announced one of the cast members for Curse of Strahd. Tom will most likely be joining me for Curse of Strahd campaign as a main cast member. Yay! Yeah. Oh, no, mate. As long as you're free, you're in. That's it. It's a pretty strict set of rules you need to adhere by. If you can make it, you're in.
You can add one to the tally of players keen to play.
I'm calling them victims for Curse of Strahd, but yeah, players works too.
Yep. Look, I'll get scared now already.
But yeah, I'm thinking about whether or not to include that for Curse of Strahd. The only thing that's holding me back is they haven't got a huge array of races just yet available. I think it's just the core 6 from memory. So if anyone wanted to do anything super fun and spicy, we'd have to homebrew it a bit. So I'm open to it. Yeah.
Dwarves, they just smush them
They're
together.
just one dwarf.
Yeah, it's just dwarf.
Dwarf.
And elves have kind of got that a little bit too, in a way, which I don't disagree with. And I see they got rid of Shadow Kai and Eladrin. No, Eladrin was still there, but Shadow Kai.
Eladrin is still there.
Yeah, Shadow Kai's a bit.
Dark elves are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So we'll have to see. In answer to your question, I can't remember your username on YouTube. Apologies. In answer to your question, maybe I'll think about it. If you can compel me in such a way, maybe use of a suggestion spell, I'll do it. But you'll have to find some sort of carrot to dangle in front of me, because I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sold yet. And that's it from news for me. Any other things to share? Oh, did you not know about this, Ali? That there'd been a whole new... okay. I see. You've been under a rock, I see. Yeah. No, I had it come up on...
I didn't know either, so...
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
How did you not get assaulted with this by like everyone who plays D&D in your circle?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond gave me 3 notifications on the app to let me know that the play material was ready and that they'd like me to test it. So I got the hint after the second one.
They know.
Oh,
It's a really good-
World Builder Bob.
World Builder Bob.
Yeah.
Just shout out to World Builder Bob.
Yeah, legend.
Great D&D channel
Yeah.
on YouTube.
And he did a quick
Breakdown of it.
quick breakdown of it, not like super in depth. But he just sort of like went through this, the major changes I can see, and this is what I think about it. It was pretty good.
Nice. Done.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, we're kind of muscling in on his turf with the first 10 minutes of this stream. Sorry about that, World Builder Bob. But you watch yourself, because the Lost Archives is coming for you.
Oh, but Bobby's so nice.
Oh, is he? Oh, well, we're coming to have fun and play D&D with you, Bob. We're coming to destroy you with really good dice rolls in a fantasy environment where everyone's friends. All right, we should probably play some D&D. I may or may not keep or cut this from the podcast, so you may not be hearing this podcast, people. This might be behind the scenes. I'll think about it. Right, let me do a recap, and then we'll jump into the session. So, the Tempest Adventuring Guild, a group of mercenaries, explorers, and adventurers, has been working to thwart the machinations of a group known as the Order of the Dragon. This cult has been amassing power, wealth, and knowledge in an attempt to perform a ritual which would bring a dark draconic god, Tiamat, back into the world. A story has been following the escapades of some of the members of this group, Mira, Jin, Lockie, Yervith, and Shana, who have travelled to Chiari, the draconic nation, to work against the cult's actions there. The nation of Chiari and the city of Elixir, however, is in chaos. The Order of the Dragon have orchestrated a coup, the 5 elder dragons have been poisoned, their only ally in the city, Ambassador Elia, has been captured, and now some members of the guild have been captured as well and brought before an ancient black dragon. After Mira and Lockie left the team to try and build a resistance, the rest of the team, now also joined by Boldor and Akani, travelled through the Undercity to reach the Citadel. Sneaking past the guards, the group were able to locate the Elder Dragons imprisoned, along with a number of Dragonborn committed to defeating the cult. While Akani stayed behind with his fellow Dragonborn, the rest of the party headed into a torture chamber underneath the council chambers. The party interrogated the torturer, learning that Mira and Lockie had actually been held captive in this room but had since escaped. While investigating the area, the group discovered they had been observed by a scrying eye. Too late, however, to prevent the paralysis spell activated as a result. With only Yervith able to escape the spell's effects, Boldor, Shana, and Jin were lifted into the council chambers and are now held in a pit before the assembled might of the cult. The large black dragon missing its front left leg, an illusionary form of Severin, and a large number of Dragonborn and cultists. So as you can see, we left on a little bit of a cliffhanger last session, but we're actually not going to be jumping straight in to this moment, because I want that cliffhanger to be sustained for another 10 minutes. We're going to jump back in time. A week wasn't enough. I need more. We're going to jump back in time. Over the last few hours, Mira and Lockie have been travelling through the city following Scythus, a green dragonborn, purportedly a member of the Equalists, now known as the Children of Tiamat, who told them that he could lead them to other members of the Equalists. However, Scythus turned traitor and immediately betrayed Mira and Lockie to the nearest dragon that he could find. Realizing that a fight would most likely result in their deaths and unable to escape, Mira and Lockie were forced to surrender peacefully. However, both Mira and Lockie don't carry many weapons on them. Lockie's battle axe is incorporated into his body, and Mira's staff isn't really that oftenly used. I think, Mira, your quarterstaff you've used maybe once, I think, in the entire 85 sessions we've been playing.
3 times.
3 times. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 times. So the process of disarming you happens quite quickly. Like, your quarterstaff is taken away, and then you are bound and taken to the prison. As you're led up through the citadel, you can see that the guards of the citadel, the Draconic Guard, are actually quite sparse here. Having been deployed throughout the city to try and control and take command, the citadel itself is fairly unguarded. You are led down below the council chambers into a series of prison cells containing the 5 elder dragons. As you are marched past them, you can see their heads blearily lifting from the ground, or looking for all the world like they are fatigued or even dying. Their grey eyes, devoid of that fire, that life that Mira you would remember, looking dull and sickened. A white dragon, young white dragon, mocks you as you are taken past towards the cells by the Draconic Guard, and you are locked up with other equalists, murderers. I shouldn't put them in the same category, with equalists, and also murderers, and prisoners of war, and traitors to the Draconic Empire. It's not very long before you are brought down a narrow corridor, down a series of stone steps, into a room filled with all manner of imaginative devices designed to extract secrets and cause pain in equal measure. Just as Lockie is being bound to a rack and Mira is being shackled to a post, the torturer, a wizened Dragonborn, is forced to leave with only the members of the cult standing by. Lockie, realizing that at this moment you have an instant escape plan, otherwise known as Boots of the Winding Path, and realizing that now is probably your best chance of escape, you activate your Boots of the Winding Path, allowing you to teleport to an unoccupied space that you had previously occupied within the last turn. You just go poof, exploding into gears, shattering these sections of gears and cogs all over the ground before reforming yourself behind a member of the cultists. As you reach down and snap the cords tying Mira in place, the two of you lay about the cult guards. It doesn't take long. Their screams sort of muffled by the screaming of the prisoners up above and the calls and cries for help before you are able to lay out these members of the guard. Above you can see a wooden trapdoor leading to an area above. Mira, you would remember that the council chambers are a level above this. There's a level of cells that are not commonly used, overflow cells that are not commonly used, and then above that is actually the council chambers. When prisoners are being interrogated or members of Draconic Society are needing to be questioned, they can be brought before the 5 elder dragons to profess their case or to defend themselves before the dragons. But now this is an opportunity to escape. Climbing up through the trapdoor, working together, you find yourselves in a series of dark cells, currently unoccupied, but for how long you're not sure. As you take a moment to rest and recover, both of you may take a short rest, if you have not already done so at the end of last session that you were here.
No, I did not.
Great. Well, both of you may take a short rest now, because you have time to sort of rest and recuperate. Over the course of that hour, you sort of take a moment to plan and think through what you're doing. If you did want to do a little roleplay here or talk through what Mira and Lockie would be saying, I'm more than happy to chuck the mic over to you guys and let you guys have a bit of a moment to discuss what you're thinking. Because I know the two of you have had some discussions. Claire and Michael have had some discussions. I'm wondering if maybe there's a chance for Mira and Lockie to briefly share in those discussions as well.
Yeah. So
Up to you.
having a short rest. Haven't heard anything. And nice job.
Oh, thank you. Well, it would seem like it would be an uncomfortable situation to remain in.
What a wretch.
Yeah. Really wretched, that guys. But yes.
No, I meant that's just a figure of speech. Everything we did was just useless, and it turned to violence in the end. And
it is unfortunate that we're increasingly put into situations where violence does seem to be the answer.
I should say as well, the last thing you remember seeing of Scythus is a large blue dragon stepping on him and crushing him underfoot, calling him a traitorous worm.
Yes, he was a traitorous worm. To everybody, it seems.
I just refuse to believe that all the Dragonborn, especially the Equalists, are on the cult's side. It's not what they want.
It is not.
Just need to find some sympathizers, but not in here, maybe.
Yes, I think that people in this area will probably be quite dedicated to their...
You know that the council chambers are above us.
Oh, is that what that noise is?
Yes. Can we hear anything?
At the moment, you can hear the sounds of armor sort of clinking. You can hear muffled voices. Do you want to roll me a perception or investigation check?
Oh my gosh, I've forgotten all my stats. Okay. Oh, unnatural. Oh, that's you.
Dirty 20.
10.
A dirty 20. Is that what we're calling it?
That's what I call it.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Yes, a filthy 20.
Filthy, dirty 20.
It's a filthy 20.
Is if I've used Flash of Genius to get there.
Okay. Okay. Come on, Muddy 20. Time to have a bath. So your Muddy 20. Yeah, I got weird. Sorry about that. I don't. For some strange reason, the quote that came into my head was "Time for a bath in the river, muddy pup," and I've got no idea where that's from. And it just popped into my head, and I'm really sorry. Oh, I know what it's from. I remember now. It's from. It's a British comedian. Don't worry. I'm not going to explain it because up is not jump. It's hilarious. Go check him out. So yeah, unnatural 20 and 10. Yeah, Lockie, you can hear the sound of a very deep, gravelly voice speaking, echoing through the chambers above and coming down through the trapdoor below where you guys are. The voice is quite clear and loud. I will just immediately say what it is saying.
And how are the preparations going for the rest of the city? I need all 12 districts under control in the next hour. Severin will be here to oversee the changes and transitions personally.
Another voice responds, much quieter, that doesn't quite penetrate through the stones. And then the deeper voice responds again.
Indeed. Now that the blue dragon mask has been transported to a secure location, we can begin to prepare the horde. These fools, these elder dragons, were keeping much treasure below the city. I believe it will be adequate as a ritual summon for Tiamat. Finally, our mother will be free once more.
And that is generally the gist of what you hear, then the sound of large stomping feet as it moves out of earshot.
Well, that's worrying.
What?
Oh, you didn't hear that? Well, they're going to use the treasure under the city to try and summon Tiamat.
Do I know about this? Is this a thing that Dragonborn would know about, or kind of not know? Kind of not knowing from our elders about that.
I mean, it's dragons like treasure. A city full of dragons, it's gonna like a city full of treasure. You know that for many centuries, the dragons would, before they sort of organized into this very structured society, when they first sort of arrived on Nostea, they were chaotic members, especially with Tiamat and Bahamut both working as patron deities. You know that during that time, a lot of races had their treasures stolen, elves and dwarves particularly. The dwarves are still, to this day, salty about a great pile of treasure that they believe is theirs. I think we spoke about this a couple of sessions ago. The dwarves of Balmir still unhappy that the dragons are sitting on a great big pile of treasure that they believe is rightfully theirs. And it's been a long feud and source of tension between the dwarves of Balmir and the dragons of Chiari that this treasure's never really been. The dwarves say return to their rightful owners. The dragons say finders keepers, losers weepers. So it's been a bit awkward to be able to sort that out. I mean, both. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
English and everyone else.
Yeah, basically. Well, that's the English and the world. Like, yes, I shall take this land, and there's people here. That's okay. I shall declare it Terranalius, and then there are no people here. I'm sorry. What do you mean? There's no people? Yes, I've classified the humans as fauna, and now I can own the land. Are you sure that's a good idea, sir? Yes, well, what are they going to do about it? We've got guns. Nah. And that's basically the British Empire for 600 years.
And that's basically Australian history.
That's Australian history, everybody.
Yeah.
Although I should say, those same British with guns did lose to emus in the Great Emu War. Ali's just typing it out.
Don't forget.
If you want to have a good laugh at how inept the British Army were against Australian fauna, look up the Great Emu War and enjoy reading about Australia's greatest military moment.
It's also a really cool band.
It is a really cool band. Yeah,
it's a really cool band.
When Australia actually, were we Australia at this point, or were we still British colony?
Yeah, Australia. It was
we were Australia.
One of the world wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Well, that's
That's even worse.
that's really embarrassing. Yeah, we lost to emus
machine guns. We lost with the machine guns.
Yeah.
That's right. We did. We had machine guns and we lost to emus.
Superior tactics.
Superior tactics.
That was the debrief. They use superior tactics.
They use superior tactics. Hey, look, I'm going to say this right now. Birds are the descendants of dinosaurs. I wouldn't fuck with raptors. I wouldn't fuck with emus. It's just that simple.
And don't even talk about cassowaries.
Don't talk about cassowaries.
They are literally dinosaurs.
Can't they lock one of their claws like velociraptors and Utahraptors could? Yeah. Fun fact. Yeah, so Mira, long story short, dragons like treasure. You do know that there is a source of treasure underneath the city that is used as the basis of the currency. So it's the idea is like rather than having a currency that's actually based on precious goods, the gold coins and the silver coins and platinum coins aren't actually made of gold, silver, and platinum and copper. They're actually plated, but they represent the hoard underneath the citadel. So it's a representative currency, like how in today's society we use a currency based on ones and zeros. They use it based on this idea of the treasure is kept here in trust by the draconic capital, and everyone else is spending the money throughout the city to power the economics of it, if that makes sense.
It does, and that makes it even worse that they're going to take it.
Yeah, the entire draconic system
whole
of
economy.
will collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mira's suddenly like the stakes just got. Now that numbers are involved. Now that math is somehow threatened. The cult even threatens math.
Oh, okay, this is bad. What should be our next move, Lockie?
Well, I wouldn't mind finding our friends. I assume they're around here somewhere, making trouble.
That's a good idea.
However would we find them?
Well, do you think that they'll turn up to council chambers? That was the original idea, wasn't it? They were going to meet us somewhere here.
As you say that, Mira, this is perfect timing. I couldn't ignore the perfect timing of this. As you say that, the trapdoor suddenly springs open. You guys have moved a little bit back from it to stay safe.
I hide.
The trapdoors. Both roll stealth checks for me, please.
Yep.
That's a good call.
I roll with disadvantage.
9! Oh, no.
9!
Also, my disguise was falling apart, wasn't
11.
it, as well? Like,
By this point, yeah, your disguise has had it. It's been through the ringer. 9 and 11. Look, you guys sort of like crouch behind looking. You watch as the lower trapdoor springs open. Hovering, emerging from below, you see the faces of Jin, Shana, and Boldor as well. Like, Boldor's there. You haven't seen Boldor in like weeks.
Is that your intern? Fuck.
For a moment, there's this moment of like, oh my goodness, our friends. And then you realize that they're not moving. Their faces are frozen in this rictus of surprise and horror. And you watch as they hover up, and as they reach about halfway into the room, the trapdoor above opens into the council chambers, and you hear a voice echoing down from above as a figure, partially see-through, dressed in red and purple robes, with a purple bandana tied around his head, long black hair underneath it, and the black goatee. I mean, that's how you know he's evil, right? Black goatee. Leans over, this illusionary figure leans over and goes, "Yes, please, come on up and let's have a good look at you and see what we've caught in our web." And you watch as they begin moving up into the chambers above. A snort and this blast of air comes down, and you hear the sound of a large tail moving against stone. As the black dragon, you see the black scales move across your field of view, blocking out the light for a moment. The dragon above.
Prisoners, bring them up now. How did they get past our guards? This is unacceptable.
And you watch as they float up through the trapdoor, and the trapdoor slams shut behind them.
How much did we see of like where they were? Like you mentioned a pit and stuff.
So you can see. I mean, Mira, you've been in the council chambers before. You know you've been here before. You know that the trapdoor opens up into a lowered section that is about 10-foot high walls. So 10 foot down into the council chambers, and it's designed to hold people who are to be interrogated or presented before the 5 elder dragons. And as is fitting, they are kept at this basically a level below the elder dragons, so they're not on the same level as them. And it also it forces them to look up at the elder dragons to give their testimony. There's a kind of a bit of a culture of status and symbol relating to size in dragon culture, because dragons grow forever. The larger the dragon, the older it is, and the more power it has, there is a bit of a thing about size, and so prisoners are kept lower than other members of society deliberately, like on lower levels, to force them to be smaller than the rest of society. It's kind of like an inbuilt punishment system. I definitely did not improvise that just then. I'm very proud of it. Yeah. It sounds legit, right? It sounds like I spent weeks thinking that up. Yeah. Welcome to where the magic happens, boys and girls. I clench my butt and go, mouth, do things. And it does things. As you guys are sort of reeling from that momentary shock, the trapdoor below goes to close before a shadowy figure suddenly crawls through, appearing before you. Cloak now dark grey with this mottled stone appearance, bow tucked under one arm. You see Yervith looking up, and then looks at you guys, and then looks up, and then looks at you guys. We're going to come back to you guys and Yervith in a second, simply because Matt's quickly smashing some dinner. So we're going to jump to the people who have been very patiently waiting for their fate.
I will be back.
Jin, Boldor, and Shana. As you emerge, sort of blinking into the light, the sudden transition of darkness to open light, giving you a moment of adjustment, you look up and see, I would probably describe as a worst case scenario. You are in a pit. 10-foot high walls all around you. The pit is sort of roughly 20 feet, 20 feet by 20 feet in a square pattern, forming a diamond on the floor. Above you, the illusionary figure, so 10 feet, and then rotate to a diamond. 20 feet by 20 feet. The illusionary figure of this strange man looks to be in his maybe late 30s, early 40s, dark black goatee, black hair, long black hair tied back, and then a purple bandana tied across his head, streaks of grey through his hair, flickering ever so slightly. You see this illusionary figure flickering ever so slightly as it looks down into the pit. And then your eyes are drawn upwards and upwards as you pass over the dragon's legs, body, and neck, as the colossal form of this massive black dragon stands before you. Front left leg missing from the elbow downwards. This stump, seared and burned and scarred. Its face covered in a crisscross pattern of claw marks, gouges, all healed and scarred in this network of damaged tissue, is the large black dragon that you saw in the city that killed the young gold dragon. As it leans down and looks into the pit, it snorts derisively.
How did you infiltrate the city? How have you made your way into this citadel? How are you standing here before me? This is unacceptable. That the Draconic Guard have failed me so completely speaks to their ineptitude, and the need for the cult, the Order of the Dragon, to have taken control of this city for the good of its citizens, with such useless louts protecting the city, to allow these lesser beings, these humans, into the city, is beyond my understanding.
And you watch as it opens its mouth, this dark necrotic energy beginning to gather around its face, and just as you think it's about to unleash, Severin steps forward, this illusionary Severin steps forward.
Just a moment, please. Hello there. I see that you have come some way, and I recognize some of you. You look to be members of the Tempest Guild, if my information is not correct.
Boldor, Shana, and Jin, you suddenly find the paralysis ended, and you are able to move and speak.
Boldor immediately gets his footing and just reaches behind to see, just to check that his weapon's still there.
Yes.
And is going to be honestly fairly intimidated by the dragon just threatening to give a big spit of whatever was in his mouth.
Yeah.
He looks up and looks down at his little Tempest Guild badge that he's sort of pulled out before, just sort of looks down at it and looks up at him, sort of alluding to, yeah, we are Tempest Guild.
Nice. I saw Shana nodded. If you do nod for the podcast, just say Shana nods. Thank you. I can see you're still processing the scene of absolute terror that stands before you.
Like, she's like, "Ah, shit, we've been made," and then like it's sort of almost an involuntary sort of nod, like you're part of the Tempest Guild. It's like, yeah.
I've just realised for the viewers, I have switched across to the map so that you can see just how bad this is. Obviously, for some of our players, Claire, Michael, and Matt, they can't see how bad this is yet, but don't worry, they'll be coming across soon.
Not looking.
Not looking.
Not looking.
Base 10 is not good enough still to count.
So
That's a problem.
Jin looks up, still in this form of this dragonborn, this green dragonborn that he was calling Shenron. Looks like this. I don't know what you're talking about. We are the Torturer's assistants. I think Jin would try and say that. I think he would. I'm going to roll a deception check because I think he would give that a go. Did that come through?
Yeah.
25.
25.
Yep.
I'm rolling well for Jin.
5.
As he goes to do this, Severin just laughs. And this must be Jin. Very good, very good. Nice attempt, but I think you'll find that we know a little bit more about you now. A little bit more than you potentially thought. Well, this is a bit of a pickle you find yourselves in. There were others, I believe. We are still looking for the Warforged. There's an elf who travels with you, Yervith, I believe, and obviously Mira. Now, I was under the impression that we had captured Mira and Lockie. I received intelligence that they had been captured only a few hours ago, and yet when we went to go and reclaim them from the cells, they were somehow missing. You wouldn't happen to have anything to do with that now, would you?
Shana probably, again, full involuntary reaction, but it's probably like a laugh and like a, oh shit, they got out. Actually not to do with us. Like, just probably a little bit too casual. Like,
You'll forgive me if I don't take your words as gospel. And you watch as this illusionary form holds up a hand and casts a spell. Could I have Shana, Boldor, and Jin? Could you please roll me a charisma saving throw?
Oh my.
Oh no.
Famously a very high stat for these.
10,
well, for
22.
Jin,
Shana's okay. Oh yeah, I should roll for Jin because Jin's not here. Jin will do well. 18.
Boldor's super charismatic. You know what I'm talking about.
Boldor's the only one who fails this. Sorry, Boldor. The DC was 17. Boldor, you are compelled to tell the truth as Zone of Truth is cast. Shana and Jin, you are not. You do not have to. You can speak deliberate lies, but Boldor, you cannot speak a deliberate lie. Excuse me.
Yep.
He sort of looks in confusion at Jin and Shana. I see. You've been able to throw off the effects of that spell. Never mind. Your companion here should be able to answer my questions truthfully. Boldor, was it? You've been with the Tempest Guild only for a short time, yet you seem to have done a fairly good job of infiltrating our organization. How is it that you were able to gain access to the organization? Do you have a spy working on the inside?
I am the spy.
Not a deliberate lie. Yes, Boldor, I know you were working for the Tempest Guild. What I asked you was there another member of the cult who helped you gain access? Sorry, he wouldn't have called it the cult. Member of the Order who helped you gain access.
I got my way in by working with the Order. He looks around like timidly when he doubles on the word, not cult, Order. And they thought I was here to protect them. And they let me in.
Yes or no? Did you work with a member of our organization?
who I need to find as a traitor. Yes or no?
Oh, no, sorry.
Very well. I was convinced that the only way you could have gained access was through some sort of informant, but now I see it was blind luck that gave you accessibility to the Order. Very well. It will not happen again. Your names and faces, your identities, as many of them as we could find in your case, Jin, are now known to us. Your images have been sent around. You cannot hide from us any longer. Your days of sneaking about, a thorn in our side, are finished. Not that I need to tell you that. You lot will all perish here today. But I thought you might like to know that your legacy of pissing me off has been successful. And now you'll get to feel just how angry you've made me with your meddling. We would have finished this months ago. If it wasn't for you dumb dog and meddling kids. No, it doesn't say that. We would have finished this months ago. If it weren't for your blundering stupidity. Ah, well. Next time. Sidus turns around towards the Black Dragon. I believe you have some questions for our prisoners as well. Remember, we need Mira alive, and I hear reports that the elf, Yervith, has some interesting traits as well. Mostly unharmed would be preferable for Mira and Yervith. The others do with what you wish, although I understand that one of our researchers is keen to take the Warforged apart. Apparently he has some interesting traits. It could be useful. Undamaged, not necessary. Alive, not necessary for the Warforged. A post-mortem can be done at any point. But the others, have some fun. And with that, you watch as the illusion begins fading, and then in the center, as the illusion collapses around, you see this spinning golden ball that stops in dead air, and then drops to the ground with a sudden clank. One of the other human cultists, human members of the Order of the Dragon, rushes up and picks up the globe, and then moves back into position, tucking it away into a pouch. Alrighty. We're going to jump downstairs underneath the trapdoor to the three who are now below. Yervith, you have climbed up through the trapdoor, trying to follow the rest of your companions, unable to get into the room beyond in time, but emerging into the series of holding cells underneath the main chamber. You turn and look and see Mira and Yervith crouched behind a section of cells, not really doing a great job of hiding at all. Like they're standing behind bars and like looking through the bars to see you. Standing there looking not really that much worse for wear.
Lockie's suit of armor again.
Obviously, stage whispers.
Yes,
but
yes.
Yervith looks at them and goes, Mira, Lockie, is that you? What are you doing here? Are you okay?
Well,
Apparently going to rescue you now.
Oh, I'm fine, but the others.
No, they're in the council chamber. That's the council chamber.
I know. They got snatched by that Severin guy.
He's here?
An apparition of him, not physical.
Okay.
Some sort of ethereal visage.
Shit.
well,
Do you have a plan?
I mean, you say that they're in a pit, right?
Yes, they'll be in a pit on display for the
Okay.
council, or for whoever's...
Well, I think probably getting them out might be a good idea.
Yes.
So, we could try and see if Jin can talk his way out, but I think we might need to do something a little bit faster.
We're going to be right on display.
Well, is there any way we could...
We need some sort of distraction, some sort of smoke screen, or some sort of
I can do that.
Okay.
That would be good.
We just need some sort of defense.
Sure. I mean, if you can get me up there, I could probably... If I could draw
Mira.
attacks for a little bit, we can maybe...
Are there any Are there any other exits when in the council chamber that you know of?
I assume there's like the front door and then a bunch of side doors for, I don't know.
There's the front door, the trap door, and then there's a central opening in the roof for the Elder Dragons to fly in through.
Is there anything more convenient than just yanking them out through the floor, though?
That's true. There's an exit out of here. Isn't like I mentioned? You remember something about that before? Like there's guards, like a guards barracks or something. Is that right?
Not too far away from you guys. So up on the level above, outside of the council chambers, probably about 200 meters away from you is a barracks. But you were marched fairly close to that, down towards the cells. It was pretty empty.
I thought you said that. So in the layer above the torture chamber, it was like
empty cells, overflow for cells. Yeah.
Okay, so no exit from that floor.
No, I mean there is. So these cells would join up to the other cells where you were previously being kept. There's a set of stairs that go down and then lead up to the main cells where the Elder Dragons are currently being kept.
Right. So the only way to really access is like literally through the trapdoor.
Through the trapdoor, or back out through the main cells, up the front steps and in through the front door. I object coming in through the front door.
I mean, has anyone seen the Great Horatio? Did anyone see them when they came to? Did anyone know? They have this amazing trick. They're a magician. I love magicians. And he did this amazing trick where it's the disappearing act. I mean, I know there's real magic, but it was really cool.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. Perhaps you'll tell me another time. How does this trapdoor work? It doesn't look like something I can pick or some sort of mechanical device. Maybe Lockie, you could take a look at it, get it open. Do you think you could get it open?
The trapdoor.
I mean, I could probably, if I was big, I could probably yank it open.
Oh, of course. Yes. So, okay. Mira, you could cause a distraction. Lockie opens the door, and then we can grab our friends and get out of here.
I mean, it doesn't open itself, does it?
Just yank it. Do you want to have a look at it, Yervith? Maybe you might have a good...
Yeah, I'll see what I can see. Yervith will inspect the trapdoor and see what its deal is.
What do your elf eyes see?
Indeed. I'm just gonna roll perception, I guess.
28.
I see.
Not bad. It's not bad. That's all right. That's an okay perception check. As you have a bit of a look at the trapdoor, Yervith, you can see that this thing is made of solid wood, banded with iron. There are also glyphs etched into the iron bands around it. Glyphs that look to be in Draconic magic specifically. As you have a bit of a look, you're not super up on magic, but you get the sense that definitely seeing how this thing opened and closed, probably some sort of magic is involved to power this thing.
Being somewhat familiar with Draconic as a language, but not necessarily maybe with the glyphs, I would probably record this down and hand this to Mira, since she would probably be a bit more.
Mira, do you want to make me an Arcana check?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, Arcana.
Yeah.
17?
Yeah, that's a great Arcana check. 17. It's the most annoying voice ever.
Now I know my next accent.
Oh no, that's Pung from Avatar Legends, the Avatar Legends campaign we're doing. Yeah, the number of people who are convinced that Pung is now the big bad of that campaign is exponentially growing, and therefore I think he has to be the big bad of that campaign. I want them to get to the final stage, look out, and expecting to fight Fire Lord Sozin, and instead Pung's there, standing over Fire Lord Sozin's cold body, goes, "Oh, you guys took your time to get here. Let's do this." And that's how the final battle starts.
I'm not sure if that would be amazing or just the worst thing ever.
It's a bit of column A, bit of column B. Mira, Arcana, there is a couple of different spells active on this trapdoor. One of them is some sort of glyph involving some sort of warding. You think it's going to be very difficult to force this open from this side. It's designed so that it can only be opened from the council chambers. This is prisoner holding cells. There's no reason why they would need to be able to open it from this side. So you get the sense that's going to be a little bit difficult. However, if you were able to disrupt the magic, it would work like a normal trapdoor. You get the sense that it's some sort of warding or some sort of locking mechanism that the magic's using. Disrupting that magic would allow you to use it like a normal trapdoor.
Okay, so none of us have Dispel Magic. I don't think that's one that we have.
Get carried a while ago, but not anymore. Bollocks. Let's do this.
If I were to cast Immolation, the trapdoor, it's a magical fire. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It burns for a minute on a failed dex save, 86 damage. Sheds bright light and dim light, and it's meant to continue like every round, but it's a door, so the other thing is, and it says that these magical flames can't be extinguished by non-magical means, which is like my kind of like, it's a magical fire, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's not like Firebolt, which says that flammable objects will ignite. So
Chuck the spell and roll 20. Let's have a look.
yeah,
I will make a DM ruling on this.
it's a big boy spell.
Oh, how big are we
so
talking?
5th level.
Okay. That's all right. What's it called? Immolation.
Immolation. Oh, I popped it in just then. No, I didn't. Never mind.
That's okay. That's right. I got it open. Here we go. Flames wreath one creature you can see within range. Makes a dex
So
save.
the
Well,
creature.
a trapdoor's not going to be making a dex save.
It's not a creature, right?
It's not a creature. So rules as written. No.
No.
But.
No, that's okay. I'll think of something else.
Yeah, it does specifically say one creature that you can see within range. Unfortunately, the trapdoor doesn't get to count as a creature.
Doesn't count as a creature. Okay.
But if you had something like Shatter,
I don't, but someone else does.
Someone else does, but someone else is running very low on spell slots at the moment.
yes, that's a good point. On account of you guys having not been fully prepared for this
No.
encounter.
Long rest.
Yeah.
It's been a big day. You guys have been working really, really hard.
Okay, I've got another idea, and hopefully the party will get it.
Lay it on me.
Okay. I will cast Fog Cloud
Okay.
at a point in range, so
Yes.
I don't need to be able to see it.
No, you don't.
120 feet, 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered with a point within range. It spreads around corners, heavily obscured. So hopefully, if they see a fog cloud, they might think. If not, it might allow them a chance to run. So I will kind of just point up at the roof. A little spark of flame just shoots through the trapdoor.
All right, wait. Sorry.
Nope.
Okay. No, I love where you're going with this. Can I add on top of what we're going to do as well? Because I can just use Shadow instead.
Oh, you're going to use Shadow.
I mean, I could. It'll be instead of what we're going to be talking about doing before, but I can do it anyway. And then because I'll think of a little item to make the to do other. Sorry, we had a plan. So I can take an item, still do the words, shatter the thing. You cast the fog. I'll throw the
Okay,
Lockie.
go
Yeah?
for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
great. Perfect. As you guys have discussed this plan, you're like, yeah, we've got this. It's going to be great. You're over this, like, nodding along. We're going to jump upstairs again super quickly.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
As you one more thing, Yervith, your job is to get everyone down safely.
Yep, that's literally what I was going to do anyway. So.
Excellent.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, we got this.
Perfect. We're going to jump upstairs. Sidus, the large black dragon, begins walking towards you, moving up close to the edge of the pit which you are currently located in. As he reaches here and begins sniffing the air, you watch as this horrific smile plays across his face, lips curling back, revealing these long, stained yellow teeth. Fangs.
It seems I won't have to work too hard. Your friends have arranged themselves quite conveniently close at hand. Very well. You will all die together.
Mira, Lockie, and Yervith, you hear this as he says this. He's close enough to the trapdoor that you hear this. There's this moment of like, oh shit. As he leans back, this dark necrotic energy building in his throat again, there's a sudden crash. Don't worry. I got you guys covered. I can see you raising hands. Don't worry. I got you guys covered. there's a sudden crash from the doorway. Boldor, Shana, and Jin, you can't see what's happening right now. It's too far out of your range in this pit. But you hear this roar and the sound of screaming. Suddenly, emerging overhead, throwing aside cultists and dragons, a blue dragon bursts into the room, throwing them aside and roaring a defiant challenge at Sidus. You would recognize this dragon as one of the elder dragons that you saw locked up down in the cells. You can see as it pushes its way in to the room, roaring this defiant challenge.
Sidus, step away. Face us, you coward. Your poison has left our veins, and you will fight us dragon to dragon.
Sidus roars, this jet of necrotic energy flying overhead as he barrels towards the blue dragon. As they crash into each other, the room shakes. The wall that you are currently located in, one of the side walls, crashes down this wall just towards the southwest here, and the trapdoor drops slightly, breaking under the force of their impact. You can see the trapdoor has now become a ramp, allowing you guys free access to the room below. I rolled for this beforehand to see how interesting this was, and it is spicy. Allowing you access to the floor below. I will bring across Mira, Lockie, Yervith, and Eleanor into position.
Shit. Okay.
As you guys are now basically visible to the dragon claws around you. I'm going to have everyone please roll me initiative as we get into...
A lot of people.
Whoa!
Okay. Make sure you click on your characters. Click on your characters before rolling initiative, please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow. All right.
How are we feeling, guys? Feeling okay?
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm so keen. Let's go. Let's do it. We were like, we've been talking about this all week. We're like, should we fight everybody?
Yeah.
Should we try and talk to them? Should we run away? What should we do?
Now, I'm just going to give colours so that I can remember who is blue team and who is red team. Actually, I don't need to worry about the Dragon Souls. They can both go together.
That's a lot of nines.
Boldor natural 20. Yes.
Boldor natural 20.
Happy days.
Boldor's ready to go. He's ready to throw hands.
Boldor's always ready to go.
Or battle axes. Hand axes, all the above.
Oh, but you know what, Boldor? I just remembered. You can't rage. Or maybe you can, I don't know.
No, I can't rage at all.
No, he's out of rages.
I used it to pick up a dragon head.
Great.
It was a really good use of his time. I'll put that out there.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great use of rage. Let me put on some more appropriate music and let's get this going. This one's called Imminent Threat. That sounds appropriate.
Yeah, I mean, there is an ancient black dragon 5 feet away from me. That's pretty imminent. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty. I don't know if this one's actually as intense enough. Let's try Raging Tides. This one's not very intense. It's pretty quiet. Let's give this one a go. I want some good epic music. Yeah, this is good. Alrighty. So, first off in the initiative order. That's not sorted itself. Try again, please, game. First off in the initiative order is Boldor with a natural 20. I should probably roll for Jin. Sorry, let me roll for Jin really quickly, just in case Jin does well. Initiative. Jin rolled an 8. Never mind. To the end of the initiative order he goes. Boldor, buddy, you're up first. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Boldor sees so far 2 giant dragons. He definitely sees those. Then, I can see on the map there's more dragons around, but I don't think Boldor would have been able to see any of them. Hey.
No, as the wall of this area has collapsed, yes, Boldor, you can now see the room as it is. It's lit up. It's the middle of the day. You can see it.
Okay. And what do I see? Each of these dragons.
You can see the 2 large dragons, black and blue, duking it out. You can see there are 2 humans near the dioceses who are dressed in the cult's regalia. A number of other humans dressed in the robes and masks. And then at the far end of the room, what looks to be the Draconic Guard.
Okay. And the Draconic Guard, they're looking fully armed, right?
Yeah. Okay. Armed with a combination of longswords, halberds, crossbows. Yeah.
Okay. So it's either we fight or we try and run. Okay, so how far down we get to the bottom layer of that intermediate prisoner holding cell? So
20 feet. 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet. You're below. You're out of sight if you run 20 feet.
Okay. So Boldor has looked around and sees a boatload of dragons, and isn't particularly keen on that. Is going to move the 20 feet to get to the intermediate layer and get to the second trapdoor beneath.
Yep.
And he's going to try and heave with all of his might to try to raise this trapdoor.
Ooh, can I please have a
he's
strength
exhausted.
check? Yeah.
He's exhausted,
Yep.
but he does have advantage on strength because that's one of the racial things he's got. So
Yeah, can I have an
like,
athletics check, please? Or strength check.
For sure.
I missed what you're trying. What are you trying?
He's trying to open the below trapdoor into the torturer's chamber. 18. Boldor, you strain and struggle against this thing, but whatever magic is holding it in place is too strong for your muscles.
Okay. Is that going to be like the bonus action?
I'm allowing that as a bonus.
Okay. All right. So he's got 40 feet normally. He does that, looks at the ground, stomps it in frustration. Magic. And then he runs back up, gets to the top, and has another look around. And he's looking for the corners. So this guy down the bottom here, how far away is he? That's probably.
Can you ping him for me? Down there where I'm pinging?
I'm thinking this one here.
Oh, yeah. So
how
that's
far away is he?
So from you right now, he is 25 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Or 20 feet if you go 5, 10, 15, 20 to get to there, 20 feet.
I'm going to go to the closest to the original place you pinged down the bottom right there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. That's my 40 feet normally.
Yep.
And he's also got, he's going to run. Oh no, what is he going to do? He's just going to run and try and take some heat from these people here. So bonus action, his action is to dash.
Yep.
And he's going to stand here and get everyone's attention of this little mob here.
Nice. So you watch as Boldor runs down, tries to lift the trapdoor, isn't able to do it. Curb stops it, runs back up again, shouts angrily, and then runs at the others going, "Rah!" as he runs into the room.
He's also going to try and point to everyone, get to the side, and is pointing to the south end of the map.
Nice.
And,
alrighty.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's a beautiful turn. Next up are the two humans. One of the humans goes to cast a spell at the blue dragon, but it fails. Oh, are you counterspelling it? You said counterspell.
I did.
You did.
You said counterspell. What level are you counterspelling at, Claire?
The lowest.
Is a third level, I believe. Third level, if I'm not correct. If I'm not mistaken.
Third level.
Yeah.
Third level. So as this human goes to cast this intricate group of spells, Mira just points a finger and goes, "No, no, no,
Not today.
not today." Actually, no, Mira. What does your counterspell look like?
I think Mira's counterspell would just be a sudden burst of flame in their face, and it distracts them enough that they.
Nice. Or their hand, you freeze their hands. They can't do the somatic parts of a spell. Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, you just do that, and the spell fails instantly. The dragon soul looks towards you. This sort of, you can see this young human, maybe late 20s, human male looks towards you. This tattoo of this 5-clawed symbol down his face turns to look at you. It be Mira. Great. You've saved me the trouble of finding you. Severin will reward me most of all. He is then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. Look into the pit and see all you guys there. Oh, you're all here. Great. But he can't use his action because he's already used it on a spell.
Oh, mate, you're so dead. You're fucked.
He would be, except for this dragon soul is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, see you all in the pit, look down at you, and he's going to throw a vial. She is going to throw a vial. This elven woman reaches into her bag, pulls out this vial of black liquid, and throws it. I need everybody there, except for Boldor, to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yikes.
Shit. Is the vial either poison or acid at all?
It is not poison or acid.
but I respect your attempts.
try.
Lockie passes. Yervith fails. Yervith fails?
Yeah.
It's a dex check. Yervith doesn't fail dex checks.
I have a +9.
Check it again. Yeah, it's not great. Mira 20 passes. Shana fails. Shana and Lockie, you're the only ones taking damage from this. You are both going to take 11 points of necrotic damage as this black Icarus liquid splashes across you. You also have a -1 to dexterity or strength saving throws for the next turn.
Oh, okay. It's
not for years. It's just for the next turn. That is that Dragon Soul's go. He'll then use his movement to step back again. 5, 10. All right. The blue Dragonborn Elder, Duvnin, which you would remember, Mira, is going to try and blast the black dragon with lightning. That is going to be a dexterity saving throw, which the black dragon passes. That's only going to be half damage. So that's going to be... I'll tell you the numbers just so that you know. So 47 halved for the black dragon. He's going to use a legendary resistance to prevent that damage. You watch as Duvnin fires this blast of lightning in a straight line towards Sidus. Sidus just turns and wheels, large wings banking down, pushing as he throws himself into the air, dodging the lightning. The lightning shoots overhead, blasting off a section of rock from one of the stone daises before Sidus crashes down in front of Duvnin, roaring a defiant challenge in his face. Duvnin will also try and... it's going to use its frightful presence. You watch as Duvnin turns towards the Draconic Guard. Traitors to your kind! How dare you serve Sidus? You were loyal to us, loyal to the city. You will be loyal once more, or you will be banished. I will roll charisma, wisdom saving throws? Wisdom saving throws for all of these guys. He fails, she fails. Oh my god. That's a pass. That's a pass. That's a fail. Okay. I'm going to just do their turn now because it's too hilarious. You guys watch as a whole bunch of the Dragonborn begin sprinting out of there at high speed, realizing that they are not prepared to fight the Elder Dragon. That's literally halved the number of people you need to fight. Unbelievable as they begin running out through the large double front door, screaming, it's over, run! Dear God. Mira, just before your turn, you watch as bursting into the hall behind you, another dragon pushes their way through.
Oh my god. I'm
going to have to use the red token, but it is actually a gold Dragonborn who pushed themselves in. I just realized I don't have a gold figurine. Pindrith, a female gold dragon, the oldest and wisest of all of the Draconic Elders, bursts the way into the room and calls out in this echoing voice, "Followers of Bahamut be praised!" Shana, Jin, Yervith, Mira, Lockie, and Boldor, all of you within range. You can choose out of the following effects which you would like to regain. You may regain a spell slot up to level 3, or you may regain 2 hit dice worth of health, or you can regain a class feature of your choice. So for Boulder, that would be something like a rage.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I know what I'm doing.
I'm getting a spell slot.
I'm getting a spell slot.
Taking a third.
Jin is also going to take a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah.
What am I? No, you haven't.
Yeah, it's going to take a spell slot as well. Probably one of the level 2 spell slots.
Yeah, I'm taking a 3rd.
Alrighty. Yes.
Instead of a class 1, can I regain a race?
Regain a racial trait? Yes, you could regain your racial trait. Of course you can.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you taking your breath weapon?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you might be. So you guys watch as this golden light washes out from this gold dragon, pushing across the marble floor, filling you with energy, with this life, with, more importantly, hope. You can do this. You can face this foe. You can succeed. Bahamut is on your side.
Mira, it is your go.
Awesome.
So purples are enemies or ours?
Enemies.
The purples are enemies.
Okay, and the greens are ours.
Enemies.
Oh, greens are enemies too.
Oh.
Enemies. Everyone in this room except for the two dragons is an enemy.
What enemies?
Enemy. Everyone wants to kill me.
No, Sidus did not just grow. Sidus was always that size, Ali.
Okay, so I'm still in the pit. And he said it's 10 feet up. Yeah.
Except the side wall where Shana is has collapsed. You can just walk out.
I can just walk out.
Yeah, you can just walk out.
Awesome. Okay, I am going to walk up to the edge of the pit. No, I can't get these two guys yet. I might be able to get all these guys. I can't. It's 10 foot.
He was always that size, Ali. Stop questioning me.
You're making me think I'm actually going insane there, dude.
I did have to.
I did that wrong.
I did have to increase his size slightly. I made a boo boo.
Okay.
Chat saying, "Yo, let's go, Mira. Yo, let's go." Chat have demanded it.
Yo, let's go.
Yo, let's go.
Demands,
Let's do it.
what
Chat.
chat demands I oblige. I am not 100% going to do. If I can get there, 5, 10.
100% maximum no chill.
I can't get them. I'm trying to math, guys.
Trying to math. Oh, math has no place in Dungeons and Dragons.
Math
Yeah.
is hard.
What's maths got to do with Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I've lost my little.
Oh, yeah, there is. Thank you. There is a there's a lone dude hiding.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
just-
Thank you.
I'm just being honest.
Thank you.
I did see that. I was like, is he dead? Is he like...
Oh, there's actually 2. Oh, there's 3. Okay. It's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad, guys.
Son of the dragon!
It's still pretty bad.
It's more enemies! Oh!
Okay, I'm going to get rid of these mages, and I think that I've angled it.
Okay.
I've taken the cosine of 10, and I'm pretty sure
Okay.
I can get these guys in a 15.
Have you checked the logarithmic distribution of this particular mathematical deviation?
Yeah, is it an isosceles triangle?
How's the standard deviations mean median mode of this? That's too simple. I need to go higher. How's the
So I should just be able to get these two in the
All right.
15-foot cone.
beautiful?
either
Are you
side.
doing a blah?
I am absolutely doing one of those, and in
Great.
addition, I am doing a innovating breath. So it must succeed when this is the new Fizzband stuff.
Yeah.
Con saving throw.
Con saving throw. I can do con
Dex-
saving
Dex
throws.
saving throw first.
Yep.
DC's 15.
Innovating?
Innovating. It's
Oh, I love
it's an
that you
innovating
said
breath. It presents synergistic management styles for.
Innovating. Are they innovated now? Like, are they just gonna go out and
Yeah.
design a fucking, I don't know. an
Yes,
owl?
I see this glaive is entirely unsuitable for disemboweling you. I should be using a dagger. That way I can get in between the ribs.
Mira would absolutely give a PowerPoint presentation if she could.
So they actually both fail their dex checks. I'm guessing, you say 15 was the save?
So it's 15 dex, so they both take 13 points of cold damage.
Yep.
And then they have to make a con save.
Mhm.
And if they fail this, they become incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh, fantastic. That's brilliant. I will make those con saves now. That is a 17 and a
Pass.
21. I'm guessing
Or they both pass.
Unfortunately, one of them is also going to do Hellish Rebuke. Could I please have you...
Rude.
Yeah, no. Sorry about that.
Which one though? Because I might not be close enough.
The one closest to you
I'm not sure.
is the Hellish Rebuker. Sorry. So as you blast this cold damage out, it just turns towards you and points as the blood begins flowing. Could you please roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. Is this cold or fire?
It is fire.
Okay, so I'll take half of this.
You will.
18.
18. That is a pass. So do you take any damage?
I'll take a quarter.
I take
Oh.
half and then half again.
Yum, 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 yum. I love fire damage.
So 21, halved, and then halved again. So that's only going to be 5 damage.
In that case, could I quicken a firebolt and throw it back at them?
Yeah, you can. Because you're a sorcerer. Yeah, of course you can.
Cool.
As he points and this flame begins leaping from his blood towards you, Mira, you just catch the flames in your hands, burning your hands slightly, and then you just turn and throw it right back, spending a sorcery point to quicken firebolt. Would you like to roll me? I'm so sorry. It's so cool, but it's not quite enough. 14. As you throw it back, it just flies over his head as your hand sort of burnt a little bit more than you were expecting with this return attack. That would have been really cool because it would have been much more damage as you threw it back.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so how much did I take? Sorry.
Only 5 damage. So it's corded from 21, so 5 damage.
No worries.
Anything else on your turn, Mira?
No. That's it.
All right, beautiful. Next up in the initiative order is Lockie.
Hey. Alright, so slight change, but it's fine. So what he's going to do is we're going to come up and he's going to pop himself here. Now help me out, Owen, because I want to get one where I can do a 100 feet. Would that hit everyone in a 5-foot area around that line?
100 feet, 5 foot. Yeah, you're going to hit the Dragon Claw, the Dragon Fang, and the 3 Dragon Guards. Yes, of course you are.
Sweet. Okay, so he's going to come up and,
Come on now.
and wind up.
Sorry. It just reminds me of that time we were playing Phasmophobia and we did have a ghost called Michael Jackson and it was hiding in the kid's bedroom. And I thought to myself, there's nothing more perfect than that, is there? I mean, that's about as hilarious as you can get. Come on.
Okay, so he's going to...
Sorry. I'll take it seriously.
Hands on the edge of the pit or what have you, pull himself up and over with his chest spinning and cast a big old lightning bolt straight down that line.
I will make some dexterity saving throws, I believe.
Dexterity 16.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Zappy.
7.
Make it snappy.
They are all in a line. This is poor planning by the Dungeon Master. Oh, we've got a mixed bag. So we've got 8 fails, 4 fails, 15.
Fails.
Fails, and then I'm guessing 16 and 19 both pass then?
16 is the DC, so...
So 16, 19 both pass. Okay, so Mita beats it. So the 2 closest to you, Lockie, they're going to take full damage. The other ones down the end, not as bad damage. So roll me some damagios, and we'll see how bad this is. Oh, 27. Lockie, that's a lot of damage.
Wow.
I love me some memes. Freshly baked memes. All right, there we go. I've taken that, and then half damage for these boys here. Half damage of 27 is going to be 13.
Yep.
Oh. Right, and then bonus action, he's going to power up his health shield.
Nice.
That's good.
Everyone's finding the Michael Jackson unexpected. I don't know why you're finding it unexpected. If you've watched any of our streams before, you know that at any point I'm going to break out into some random reference that you were not expecting. That's you can expect that. You can expect an unexpected
reference.
reference.
The hardest part about not playing is not being here to get your references.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so sad. There's been a couple of really choice ones.
He talks to you through the radio.
This image of Michael, this him being like, "Yes, son, yes." Oh, that's a good reference. I like that. That's good. Yeah. Mwah. That's good. Anything else on your turn, Lockie?
Well, that's the orb that dropped on the ground. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Is that
that was picked up by this boy here.
Bollocks. All right.
One of the Dragon Souls near the plinth.
Yes. Kill him.
Shana.
So,
Yes.
I have a bit of a question.
I hope I have an answer.
If I'm being too much of a shit, tell me I'm being a shit and not to do it.
Okay.
But my thoughts are, so Sidus is 25 feet diameter.
Yes.
Which means he's missing one of his forelegs, yeah?
Yes, he is. Yeah, his front left leg is missing.
So would either one or both of his back legs be within a 10-foot cube at all? My plan is I want to cast grease underneath his back legs.
Ooh. Yes.
You know, he's already unstable, so if he's, rollerblading around.
Yes, Shana.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That does sound good.
Hey, Jared's here!
Perfect timing, actually.
Mate, perfect timing. It's not Jin's turn yet, so it's perfect. I've only had to do one thing as Jin, and that was to sass the black dragon who was trying to kill you, which I thought was a very appropriate thing to do.
I've just gotten back from Bendigo. I'm eating my dinner.
Nice.
And I'm here.
If you log into Roll20, you'll see that it's spicy.
I can see that.
Yeah. The blue dragon and the red
big
dragon are on your side, though, so there's not too bad. Yeah, Shana, absolutely. Grease me up, baby. Wow, I don't want to say that.
So she's like, she is not happy having Titus this close. Like, there's two giant dragons having a fight, like right next to us. There's another one that she's like, I don't like this. So yeah, grease underneath the back legs, hoping that he's gonna stack it. And then I'm going to quicken a cantrip and get a couple of Eldritch Blasts out.
Alrighty.
Was it this one here that threw that necrotic potion? Was it him?
Yes, no, it was the one that's moved back. That is correct.
Alright, they're getting hit by my 2 Eldritch Blasts that have quickened.
So it turns it into difficult terrain. When it enters, each creature must succeed on a dex save or fall prone. Oh, this could be spicy. Oh, 21. I'm guessing that's a pass, unfortunately, for the dex save.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. That would have been epic.
That one.
You could totally bring down a dragon with grease, though.
You can totally bring a dragon down with grease. That's true.
The grease is still there, though.
You can look. I've always said you can guarantee a happy ending with some grease.
Does the stubby leg give any disadvantages for
dex saves?
The dex saves.
Next is less balanced.
Yeah, I'll give him a -2 to the roll. 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's
enough.
fair.
Grease woman. Amazing. Tom, can you do a Willie the Groundskeeper voice?
Oh, the Scottish. Yeah. Grease me up, woman. Grease me up, woman.
Grease me up, woman.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, no place for Bottle Willie. Grease me up, woman.
There you go. Shana, Eldritch Blast, 26, 22. They're both going to hit, and that's going to do 11 damage and 10 damagios. Nicely done.
Plus 20 feet knocked back in a straight line from
20
Shana,
feet
so
knocked back. 5,
dies,
10, 15, 20. You just watch as Shana just like moves up the pit, looks at the guy through the bottle of like necrotic energy, just throws these 2 blasts of Eldritch energy. One of them just yeets him back 10 feet, and then the other one smashes into him. That's right, I only did 20 feet because I knew that you were wrong.
Do they smash into whatever that is?
The column. Oh, he would.
Yeah.
He would. Shana, could you please roll me a d6 damage?
It's like Dragon Ball Z where they like get
3.
pounded in and it's like
Yeah. You watch a Shana Kamehameha this guy into a column. Just Eldritch Blast Kamehamehas as this guy goes, ah! Just yeets backwards into a column, Krillin style into a column. And then, this is a she actually. As she's, Bulma style is yeeted back into a column. It's like crawl her way out. Anything else in your turn, Shana? I think you've used your...
I can move.
Yeah.
Is it sort of difficult to get out of this?
No, not at all. This whole side section's actually been collapsed in by the dragons as they've been fighting, so it's not hard to climb up here at all.
In that case, we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Ah, I see you're moving into open ground. Very brave of you.
Sorcerers unite in the open.
I don't want to be like within too much range of Mira, but
yeah, I mean, we obviously want to keep our 2 squishiest sorcerers right together in open with no cover. That's exactly where you guys want to be, so that's perfect. That makes a DM very happy. Alrighty, Sidus. Sidus is going to use, rather than his breath weapon, he calls out into the sky, reaching up, bellowing this order in Draconic, which all of you speak.
Dragons, children of Tiamat, to me.
And you watch as bursting through the window behind him is a green dragon. It is going to fly overhead. It's only small. It is going to use its turn because it'll take its turn after him. I'll add its turn in. Sorry, I had a 9 as well. Oh, actually, sorry. Before that, Yervith, what's your dex?
my dex is 20. As a
Yeah,
stat.
so you would be first because
Yeah.
you got a 9 as well. I'll do this call out. Do you know what I'll do? I'll make it fair. I will burn a legendary action for this. He will burn a legendary action to summon in this dragon, to call it in from outside. The green dragon will then burst through the window here. Yervith, it is your turn.
Green dragon is not a friend.
No, I'm going to mark it with a skull and crossbones.
But,
Actually, do you know what I'll do? I'll mark your friends with a lovely yellow gold marker in the top right hand corner.
Yeah. This is probably getting a bit spicy. Yervith is just literally
What are you talking about?
watching all this unfold.
The whole city's falling apart into a coup. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean... It's,
Oh yeah, don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that.
Yervith is going to take Boldor's advice,
Yep.
and he's going to run. Are any of the cultists looking a bit weak? He's going to probably take a couple of pot shots as he's...
as you run past this one closest to Lockie, this elven gentleman, a wood elf, I would say, Yervith, if that has any impact on your decision making. This wood elf, an older gentleman dressed in the cult's regalia, closest to Lockie, is definitely looking a bit more hurt.
He signed his own fate when he joined the cult. But he will. Yervith will take a shot at the one Boldor is currently engaged with.
Yep, nice.
To get that sweet.
So you'll
attack damage.
have to get up to there first. Otherwise, you're
fine.
in the pit. Just wanted to make sure you knew.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I love this idea of Yervith, like Legolas style, running and just shooting arrows while he runs.
That's
nice.
exactly what he's doing. Yeah,
amazing.
So he'll roll to see if he hits.
19 hits.
Beautiful. Roll some damage.
Yeah, 9 piercing, 8 sneak attack.
So
that's
17
spicy.
or what? Yep. And if that wasn't enough to take him out, he'll do another shot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Or another 19.
Another 19.
Yep.
Roll me some damages.
Oh, actually, he has to roll some d4s as well. because of the
Yes, you
lightning
do.
damage.
A D4 for your lightning damage as well. Yes.
So plus an extra 3 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
And
And then I also need your 7. Don't get the sneak attack this time. 7, and then
correct.
another D4. Oh, Yervith, exactly lethal. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
you just see Yervith like bound out from the pit,
Oh, mate.
from the trapdoor, and just with like this elvish speed, he just sort of runs across the battlefield, just taking shot after shot, like directly at the nearest target he can see that Boldor has encountered. Probably seeing Boldor like barreling through, trying to get to the other side, and Yervith just following suit, trying to clear the way. Running after him.
Amazing.
Yep.
It's nicely done. Exactly lethal. Your total damage there, as the arrows, one in the forehead, one in the chest. Boldor, as you go to like strike this guy down, these 2 arrows just. You watch as the cultist sort of stumbles back a little bit and then falls. As you've got your axe ready to like strike him, having run up there going, "Ah!" trying to get their attention.
As a bonus action, Yervith is just going to flick his head around, like over his shoulder, and he's just going to yell, "Eleanor, hunt!" And that
Nice.
will be. And now Eleanor is. Yervith is going to use his bonus action to command Eleanor to engage the human at the top of the.
5, 10, 15,
top of the
20.
ramp
Yep.
there.
Oh, yep. You've got it. Perfect.
Yep.
And what
and-
dragon form is Eleanor in right now? I think she's green, isn't she?
She's still green.
Still green.
Yep. And I guess she'll take an attack because she can.
She will take an attack. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So you watch as this green dog-like dragon just bolts out of nowhere and then just bites this guy's leg. Chomps down. Well, maybe we'll see.
Chomps down, yeah.
Yeah.
12.
Not quite enough. As Eleanor goes to nom nom his leg, he kicks her back out of the way and is able to just avoid being caught up in that attack. Any more movement, Yervith? You've only taken 10 feet so far.
Oh, 10 feet. I'll keep going. I'll keep running. Probably get into... Ooh, where is he going to run to? He doesn't want to bunch up. So he's probably going to actually run... Probably up to this... he's going to run...
Up to the dais.
Up to the dais, yeah.
Yep, nice.
Staring down this other one on the dais, this other dragon cult
nice.
member.
Amazing. Sidus. He's burnt one of his legendary actions to summon in the green dragon. He is going to do a wing blast. You watch as Sidus leans back up, flapping up into the air, gaining some height, and then bringing his wings together in this thunderclap. I'm going to need everyone who is within 20 feet. So Jin, Eleanor, the Dragon Soul, Lockie, are you close enough? Yep, Lockie and all of these guys here. So Jin and Lockie, could you please make me dexterity saving throws, please? And Eleanor as well. 5 for Lockie, 19 for Eleanor. Eleanor's going to be fine. The blue dragon pass. No, sorry, the blue dragon fails.
Oh, I got a 10.
Aww.
10. Okay. Jin and
I haven't
Lockie.
taken any damage yet, have I?
Not yet, but you're about to.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
I know, that's fine. I just wanted to check to make sure my hit points are correct.
Yeah, no, your hit points are all correct. Jin and Lockie, I need both of you to take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are thrown 20 feet back in a straight line away from the dragon.
That's actually not too bad. I wanted to get away from it anyway. This is perfect.
That dragon soul passes.
Would that put Jin back downstairs? Like down the ramp?
No, pushes away from the dragon. So no, pushes it, like tumbles him head over heels away from it.
Oh, okay.
Up to here, yeah. The blue dragon is going to take that too and is thrown 5, 10, 15, 20 back here and knocked down. That is the... And then Sidus will actually move. He's going to fly back to here. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. Get up on the central dais, flying overhead, unfortunately.
Wow.
And then that's his full turn. And then the green dragon is going to use its full movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then its dash to get to the adult blue dragon and start chomping into it while it is on
it
the
flying?
ground. Flying, yeah, it flies overhead. And then crashes down into the blue dragon, elder, whose name is Duvnan.
Did he attack the blue dragon and hit successfully?
Yeah, it hit the blue dragon. It failed its dex save.
Because I have like, oh, okay.
The blue dragon failed the dex, unfortunately. Just
okay, that's different.
Wait,
I was going to do
do we
cutting
get
words
knocked-
because I have so much bardic inspiration.
yeah.
That's
Do we get
fine.
knocked-
It's different.
There's the grease. Thank you for the grease. That's a good call, Shana. That is Sidus's full go. The green dragon is going to attack Duvnin. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. Don't even worry. The green dragon tries to bite down against Duvnin, but is unable to land a hit. Jin.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, big black dragon is enemy. Green dragon is enemy. These are cultists. I take it. Different
Yes.
groups?
Yep. That's right.
Is that another cultist there?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The
Okay.
yellow markers are our friends.
Yeah. Anyone with a yellow marker in the top right-hand corner is on your side.
And this is more cultists over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's the city guard, I think.
Yeah, it is. That's
Okay,
the
I'm just-
draconic guard.
I'm just getting my bearings.
Sorry.
Okay.
And this
how's
is where
everyone-
you poop your pants.
How is everyone looking?
I don't think anyone's taken too much damage yet.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Okay. I don't really have that many spell slots, so...
We know.
You did get one back earlier, though.
Oh yeah, you got one back.
Oh, I didn't give you a spell slot back. Yes, you gained back a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh,
Here you go.
cool,
I'll give it
that
to you now if
actually
you
does
like.
help a little bit.
There
I
you
already
go.
done
Oh, okay.
it. Ooh, okay. Let's do...
What is he gonna
Okay.
do?
Okay, is Sidus and this dragon, are they looking over here?
No. Sidus seems to be looking towards you lot. The green dragon seems to be focused on Duvnin, the blue female elder dragon.
Now, with our experience in this city,
Yes.
and I do know that you've mentioned that dragons can see magic,
Yes.
or at least illusions and such.
So you do know that some ancient elder dragons are pretty good at that stuff.
Okay. Okay, so okay, because I'm thinking of a major image and doing like another dragon, like an ancient dragon over here that would be on our side.
Okay.
To like fool at least not him maybe, but it would probably fool at least this dragon and the cultists.
Yeah, it's worth a go. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. So I'm gonna cast a major image. Yeah, put a dragon up there. I'm gonna sort of say at the top of my lungs so these dragons here over know. Look, a dragon has come to our aid.
Nice.
Sort of, I don't know. Just something like that. I just want these dragons to know
High
that, like,
charisma.
this dragon.
High charisma character.
dragon-
Oh look, a dragon has come to our aid. Oh my!
My good friend.
Not even another dragon. A dragon has come to our aid. Just completely. ignoring
That's
the
my
other two.
that's my bet. That's one of my good mates, Meldraxus, the White Dragon, ancient dragon. Hello.
What's that behind you?
And Meldraxus gets it on its hind paws like a bear and does like the bear paw wave at you. It's illusionary. Oh my god, amazing. Yeah, you do that. Would you like to roll me a deception or intimidation check? Your choice.
Either really. Let's go intimidation though, because that seems pretty cool. Huh. That's a 28.
28. He falls for it. He falls for it. She falls for it. They fall for it. They don't fall for it. Okay. Cool. We're good to go.
So basically, as well, as it enters, it's just going to let out. I'm just trying. I can make it actually do like sounds,
Noise as
this
well. Yeah.
dragon, for the most part, would just feel the cold emanating from it because it can emanate stuff like that, and it's just going to let out like a massive roar.
Okay. Nice.
Just like so,
Yeah.
I'm really hoping to start routing some of these enemies. I realize that he is a bit different. He probably will see through it, but as
Yeah.
long as we can get these guys shitting their pants and forcing them to do different things, that's really good. Okay. This is actually pretty. Oh, what do I do? I don't know where to move though. I'm either surrounded by enemies, but I don't want to go to my friends and get hit with a breath weapon.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that.
You know what? I'm gonna go near Eleanor. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna be near Eleanor. She can support me, I can support her, and I might not get hit with a breath weapon. I'm surrounded by enemies, but that's fine.
Absolutely. Alrighty.
I will.
Yep.
Sorry, before I finish my turn. Snap. I'm gonna give that blue dragon Bardic
Inspiration. Nice. Absolutely.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Alright, let me get my Bardic Inspiration quotes.
Nicely done, Matt.
Which one should I use? I don't know. I'll just go with one random. And okay, that's weird. I look at the blue dragon and I go, "You have a gift unlike any other. I am proud to be your companion."
Duvnin, ancient elder blue dragon of the Draconic Nation, looks at you, confused, and nods.
Yeah, okay. I give him a thumbs up.
Alrighty.
Cool.
This music isn't as epic. Let's get some epic. Let's try this one.
Hopefully that's an impactful turn. We'll find out.
Oh yeah, that's good. Jin, that is your turn done. The gold dragon, who is a red dragon, because I don't have the gold dragon token, it turns out. I thought I did, but I didn't. The red dragon, who is actually a gold dragon, steps in, who Mira you recognize as Pinedrenth, one of the ancient elder dragons. She's going to try and deal with the city guard here as she stomps towards them and looks down.
You have served the city of Veluxur faithfully for years. How could you turn your backs on our city now? In its darkest time, come, help us defend her against these invaders. And that is going to be a persuasion check as she tries to inspire them to join your side. Shana, could you roll me a D100, please?
And hopefully the white dragon might impact us a little bit as well.
Maybe.
Just in the background, like, yeah.
60. 60% of these guys are convinced. Seeing as we have 4 of them, 2 of them are convinced. I will take off the gold labels and change them to yellow, as they are now friends. You watch as two of the Dragonborn who are listening to this speech sort of look at each other and go,
"You're right. We how could we have been so blinded by the cult. This is not what we signed up for. We will stand with you, Pinedrenth.
And they turn towards her. That is her full go. Dragon Claws. Alrighty. One of them's dead. One of them is going to rush up to Boldor. One of them is going to rush up to Lockie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20. Boldor does a... Let me try... Ooh, actually... How much of a dick am I? I'm not that much of a dick.
Do you really want us to answer that?
Boldor does...
Whatever you need.
Boldor, does an 18 hit you?
It certainly does.
Boldor, you are going to take 8 slashing damage as this dragon claw runs up and then stabs you just in the gut. Literally just runs up and stabs you with this sword. Lockie does... Sorry. Lockie does a... Oh, does a 21 hit you, Lockie?
That's my AC.
Okay. Lockie, you are going to take... Let me just turn that music down just a touch. Lockie, you take 9 slashing damage. And additionally, as the scimitar pulses with this elemental energy, you're also going to take 3 additional fire damage.
So the first one was acid damage, right?
No, 9 slashing, then 3 fire.
9 slashing, 3 fire. Excellent. I can use a reaction.
Yes.
9 slashing, 3 fire. Let me just see what reaction.
That's a hefty click. My God. I can feel that.
Sorry.
It's like an ASMR click. Now just smash that 10,000 times.
Okay. Sorry.
Ooh, that's good too. That's a good...
Excellent. So what's going to happen is, as a reaction after being hit by an attack, I'm going to spend 1 charge on my mace, and it's going to flare up.
Yep.
Poof, and it's going to blind my attacker.
Okay. Do I make a save at all? Constitution, I imagine?
Constitution against my spell save.
Constitution. How constitutional is he feeling? That's a 10. Not very.
Hey, he's blinded by the
He's
light.
blinded. What's the symbol for blinded? Let's use the eyes closed. Blinded by the light. And the other member of that group is dead. These ones up here are going to move. 5, 10, 15, 20. Jin. This one's going to move. He's going to attack the blue dragon. And this one's going to attack the blue dragon too. Jin does a... Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Yep.
But that is my AC, so...
Okay. He's thinking about shielding.
Yeah.
If only he could put up a wonder wall to shield him from this.
That's bad. You should go to D... Yeah, that's it. Go to DM prison. Go right now. That's horrible.
But Claire, only because Claire asked for Wonderwall. Claire asked for it in chat before I had to felt a need.
I'm gonna save. I
just
think I
give
might
the
save my
people
spell
what they
slot.
want. Yep.
Actually, you know what? I will use shield just in case I get attacked.
Okay. Yep.
I'll just pop
As this scimitar comes down towards you, Jin, glistening with this green necrotic energy, green acidic energy, I should say. You put up this shield at the last second, this magical barrier. The sword bounces off as the dragon looks at you in contempt. He is going to use his multi-attack and going to try and attack you again.
Oh, probably good I use shield.
24 for the next one.
That hits.
That gets through the shield. I'm so sorry.
That sucks.
4 piercing damage and 9 acid damage.
It's okay.
Actually, the one that attacked Boldor also would have done multi-attack. Just sorry, Boldor. He's coming back around.
Yeah,
just as you think you're done.
No, here we go. Give it a go.
No, that's a 14. That doesn't hit you, I'm pretty sure.
Real G.
Awesome. The Draconic Guard. The Draconic Guard fall about fighting each other. The 4 Draconic Guard, 2 who are fighting against the cult, 2 are fighting with the cult, just begin hacking into each other rapidly. I'm going to remove them from the initiative for the moment because they are fighting their own battle, and I will roll percentage die to sort that out in the background. Boldor, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Well, there's another 2 battles to go for. They're sorting themselves out. There's a giant gold dragon there, so, east side is actually looking okay. It's either fight the big dragons or the small dragon or these guys here. Yeah, he's just gonna have a wallop of the dude standing right next to him.
Absolutely.
He grabs his great axe off his back, twists his body around, and hurls it into this guy's chest. So, goes for a great axe attack.
Absolutely.
Gonna rage first, obviously. He,
Nice.
Does a rage. You.
Boldor, this vein pops in your forehead as your tattoos begin glowing once more with this red energy from inside as you just begin raging, this fury burning within you. 22 is going to hit.
Fantastic.
13 damage. How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Wow.
Well, he's coming into the chest, so he went for chest. Like, he's sinking that thing straight in as far as he can, like chucking a block of cheese. Just how far can that blade go in?
Okay.
That's the goal.
It turns out all the way through, Boldor, as you are raging, and you just carve through his chest, and the axe emerges the other side, bifurcating his thorax, it's cutting his chest in half. Yeah, turns out.
Yep.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom shakalaka.
The momentum just carries him forwards, and he moves more closer to his next foe, and spins around, sends it in again for his second lock attack.
Boldor the Blender begins activating spinny blade powers once more. 11,
Yes,
not
Boldor
quite
the Blender.
enough.
Yep, that's all right. And that's all that he does.
Alrighty. Dragon Souls. One of the Dragon Souls is going to cast it's going to do an Orb of Dragon Breath. I need Eleanor and Jin to both make me dexterity saving throws.
I rolled a 10. No, I rolled a 4. Let's hope it's better. That's
16.
16 matches the DC. That meets the DC. Jin, that's a 12. That is a fail. This is cold damage. Jin, you take 24 points of cold damage.
Whoa.
Okay,
Eleanor takes half, 12. Holy shit. As the Dragon Soul just pulls out this orb and then cracks it and then breathes through and this icy blast of frost shoots across
Does
the
it
ground.
hit the guy next to me?
It is a cone. Yeah, I would say.
Yes!
Oh, he could angle it though. No, he can just
Damn
angle it. He can just angle it like that way.
I tried.
Yeah, sorry. No, that's a good point. The other Dragon Soul, who was shot over here by Shana, stands up, eyes only for Shana. He points at Shana. He points at you, Shana. She points at you, Shana. How dare you suffer? Shana, could you please make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, I don't like this.
Is it a spell and or magical
It's a
effect?
spell. It is a spell. We are definitely having a chat about the Yuan-Ti as a result of the Tash's Cauldron of Everything. It is a spell. 22. You're only going to take half damage from this. Half damage, so you would have taken 29 damage, but you're only going to take 14. As this necrotic damage, as this blast of necrotic energy shoots towards you, and you halve it. Just because you are a snake.
Lady.
On account of being a snake. The Dragon Soul is then going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, run around behind the column. The blue dragon is going to use half her movement to stand up, and she's going to use her claw attacks against the green dragon, trying to beat it down. That is a hit. That is a hit. Mira, your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna. Okay. Mira is going to step forward, look up at Sidas,
Ooh.
stare him in the eye, and say, "There is no place in this city for tyrants." And she's going to cast Rhymes Binding Ice at 5th level. And I would like to use my amulet to change that damage to Radiant, if I could.
Whoa.
Radiant is not an element.
Ah, shit. It is not an element.
So I'm going to be a dick and go,
That's not how the item works. If you read the instructions really carefully that I wrote on this homebrew item, it has to be elemental energy.
Oh. You're right.
do you know how I know? Because I was looking it up before. Only a minute ago, I was like, I wonder if Mira's going to use her amulet tonight.
I freaking want to use my amulet. You know what? I'm not going to get another chance because it's a really high one. But
Yep.
he's a necrotic dragon.
He's a black dragon.
It's black dragon, it's not necrotic.
So, but there's something a bit different about him. So far, you've seen him using necrotic damage. Something a bit different about Sidus.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. You don't know.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Not sponsored, but just infected with good advertising.
I might do. Oh no, I'm not sure. I was going to go for the radiant. Or do you reckon maybe just ice then?
Go for it. Rhymes binding ice.
Rhymes binding ice at 5th
Amazing.
level.
This is one of my favorite spells.
It is one of my favorite spells.
Ooh.
It's just for a number of reasons, but mostly the mega OP. Just
yeah. So it's a con save DC 17. If he fails, he'll take half of my 68 cold damage and be hindered by the ice for 1 minute.
Oh yeah, because you're casting at 4th level and it's normally a 2nd level spell.
5th level.
5th level. Oh! Alright, I'll make a Constitution saving throw.
His movement's reduced to 0. You said he was flying in the air?
Yeah. No, he's landed now. He has landed. Mira, he's burning a legendary resistance for this. No. He says no. You watch as you go to cast this spell, this flash of energy ricochets off its scales and the dragon just turns towards you. Sidus turns towards you, Mira.
Ah, Mira. You say there's no place in this city for tyrants. I say the tyrants have ruled this city for long enough.
I'm going to run behind here.
Okay, bye-bye.
Amazing.
I'm going to think of a comeback. Something really witty.
Anything else in your turn, Mira, or are you Dunzos?
She's thinking of something else to say now.
All right, cool. Lockie, it is your turn next. Yeah, you kind of hear this happen in the background. And you see Mira just booking it for the dice, trying to get away from this giant thing. Also, chat's right. I'm going to have to make a t-shirt that says Boldor the Blender. That's definitely...
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a t-shirt.
100%.
Alrighty, so
Maybe a poster. Like Boldor swinging around in a circle, chopping people in half. Will it blend? Boldor,
Okay.
we'll find out.
With Boldor doing Garen, yeah. Okay, so
Should use catchphrase when he runs into battle.
Will it blend?
It blended!
Don't breathe this! As he's like chopping people up. Sorry, Michael. What's Lucky doing?
A blender needs a nice sharp blade, so he's going to take out the dragon blessed greatsword.
Yep.
And he's just going to sort of like, he's not going to try and give it to him or anything. He's just going to sort of toss it at his feet. Ka-ding, ka-ding, ka-ding. And then I'm going to I'm going to move my 30, which will take me here.
No, Lucky.
Yeah, it's on purpose. And I'm going to cast on myself, or I'm going to cast Protection from Energy Necrotic.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good.
As I stare this dragon down.
You guys watch this. Oh, sorry, you go.
The thing's going to spin, cog's going to go, and it's just going to have this little, taking from the radiant weapon that I have, just a little radiant pulse as he's going to step and stand with his shield and stare this dragon down. To be like, well, I didn't come here to kill something, but you've given me no other choice.
Amazing. You guys watch as Lockie, this Warforged, just charges forwards. Lockie, you were going to get an attack of opportunities. You run away from this dragon, just saying before, but I didn't want to interrupt your incredible
so
moment.
it's a disadvantage.
He's gonna miss. Don't even worry. Guess watch as Lockie just begins charging towards Sidus, this massive black dragon, casting protection from energy necrotic on himself.
Yep.
This magical ward goes up around you, Lockie, as your plates shift and lock into place. These giant runes appearing all across your body and empowering you as you charge forwards. The rest of you kind of watch as the music fades into something by Celine Dion as Lockie begins running towards the dragon in slow motion. You hear or maybe In the Arms of the Angels begins playing as Lockie just Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Lockie? Or are you just Leroy Jenkinsing at this moment?
I'm basically just Leroy Jenkins at this point. I don't have any bonus action stuff.
As that dude went to attack him,
Yeah.
the sentinel inside of Boldor would have kicked in.
Yes, it would have.
So
Ooh.
don't you dare! And he gives it
Very
a,
nice.
just turns it onto an even higher speed.
Absolutely. Would you like to? That's going to hit. Boulder, if you might be able to take this guy out. Please tell me you can do this on his own reaction. On his own reaction, you take him out. That'd be amazing. 8,
Plus 3 for the
Boulder.
rage.
That's 1 extra. +3. You destroy this guy. You just chop his head off as this guy turns to go and like stab Lockie. Boldor just looks and takes his mob, like, and spins around. Boldor the Blendor just begins like spinning around once again with his axe. Don't breathe this. Chops his head off.
Rage everywhere.
Will it blend? Blah! As you begin spinning around. Amazing. Shana, it is your go.
Shana is briefly considered taking out, or at least trying to take out, the Dragon Soul.
Yep.
But she's going to Hexblade Cursed Sidus.
Yep.
And then action Eldritch Blast him.
Alrighty. I will do this symbol for Hexblade Curse, and would you like to roll me to hit?
1. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ooh, natural 20, 28, and
yeah.
are you doing 2 beams? Let's have the second beam as well, please. Just need to know if something else is going to activate. 13. Okay, less good. Shana, natural 20. So that is going to be 1d10. So 4 plus 8 plus another 10 for the full dice damage because we're doing the better criticals. So that's 18 damage. Fucking hell, yeah, and ignore the second 9. So 18 damage. Oh no.
Well.
Yeah, Hexblade's Curse does an extra 4 necrotic damage.
4 plus 4 plus.
Say 4 necrotic.
Ooh,
It's Hexblade's Curse, right?
Yeah.
It probably.
I'm a save you the trouble. If it's necrotic damage, you watch as it has no effect.
It doesn't say. It just says once per short rest. On a bonus action, choose one creature, curse it. So is a curse innately necrotic damage?
Not necessarily, because Hex, I think, does do extra damage as a necrotic.
So Hex is necrotic, but Hexblade's Curse says against the cursed target, you gain a 4+ bonus to damage rolls.
In that case, then it's not necrotic.
Yeah,
It is force damage in that case because Eldritch Blast is force. I'll take an additional 4 points of damage off. Very nicely done.
He also
and then
gets
the
knocked back
13.
10 feet.
Is that against every creature regardless of size?
It doesn't specify size.
I'm going to DM rule any creature that is 2 sizes larger than you, or in this case, 4 sizes larger than you, does not get yeeted across the room. I know.
Really?
I know. Sometimes I like to torture you as players. I just like to dangle something nice and take it away. No, I'm gonna rule the laws of physics. I see your magic and I counter it with physics with a note. I'm a note that. It does not get pushed back. Shana, then you run behind the column.
Your note's behind the column. She's hiding from Sidus.
Yeah. Yervith. Actually, technically, you should have gone before Shana, but you can have your go now.
Cool. All good. Yeah, he is probably keeping tabs on Sidus, but is probably focused more on the spellcasters. So he's probably going to take a couple of shots from this position. Can you get a couple of shots up over the top of where Lockie is? And
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Dragon
definitely.
Soul? Yeah.
Definitely. You're actually on a dice. You're like 5 feet up on Lockie, so you just literally just aim your arrow as normal.
Beautiful. That works for me. Cool. All right, he's gonna take some shots.
Take those shots, baby.
Baby.
Baby. I take those shots, baby.
That's a 17.
17 is going to hit.
Yay! All
Did I
right.
ever tell you the story when I was walking in Royal Park in Melbourne with my young pup, who was like 2 months old at that point, and some old Greek dude who was walking this other dog came up and went, female! I was like, what? He's like, female! I was like, yeah, she's a female. He's like,
male. You want to make some puppies?
I was like, No, I do not. Yeah. True story. Yeah, Alice was with me. She couldn't understand him. He's like, female! Like, what are you saying?
That's weird.
Yeah. So 7, sorry, just a bit of an aside. 7 piercing damage. Yeah, no, he's going to shield this. Yervith, as you fling out these arrows, he just holds up his hand, casting this magical barrier, this wonder wall, as it were. The arrows just, do you want to take another shot? You've got another shot if you want.
He will take another shot.
Yeah, 15. Off the shield. Anything else on your turn, Yervith?
He'll probably just command Eleanor to attack. And he will then also run a bit more. Probably in behind... Oh man, where will he go? Actually, yeah, no, he can get to the other side of the dais on this side. Yep, he'll go here.
Nice. Alrighty, the adult green dragon. Jin, could you roll me a D100, please? Oh no, sorry, Sidus.
Eleanor, sorry.
Oh yeah, and Sidus too. I skipped a whole turn because I had to move your token down. So
That's fine. You can skip that turn.
that's fine. No. We're not skipping Sidus.
I'm assuming a 14 will miss against this.
14 misses, unfortunately. Yeah, especially with the shield up as well.
It's all good.
Alrighty, Sidus. Look, you've had 3 turns where he's not used his necrotic breath weapon. It's time.
I'm hiding.
Sidus steps forward and then unleashes this bout of black energy that sweeps across this area. Oh shit, this guy is dead. So, Lockie, Mira, Boldor, Shana, are you within range? 90-foot line. Yeah, Shana, you're within range. So that's everybody. Lockie, Mira, Boldor, Shana.
No.
I need you to please roll me Constitution saving throws.
Do I get any cover because I'm behind the thingy?
You're on top of a plinth.
Oh, I thought it was a pole.
Nah, it's raised up. You can see the shadows on the lower sections, not the upper sections.
Oh,
My cons.
Oh, no.
Why do my cons? That's so bad.
Sheesh.
Oh, mate. Okay, so
Yikes.
Lockie's
I have
fine.
disadvantage as well.
Oh.
Why do you have
Yeah, 'cause
disadvantage?
you're exhausted.
But he's also raging at the moment. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
So it's
Yeah.
fine then.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Doesn't matter, it's a 9. So, Lockie 20, Boldor 9 and 9, Shana 5, Mira 17.
Can I magical guidance and reroll?
What sort of magical guidance are we talking about?
When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll.
Yes, you can. If you have not used that feature already, which you haven't, you can. 10.
It's still not good.
Still not great. Okay.
oh wait,
Just-
plus 3.
Just so you know, I love you guys. Don't hold this against me.
Nope, makes
Gotta be
sense.
big.
72 points of necrotic damage. So,
That's half on
Big-
a-
half for anyone who was over 16. So Mira is pass, Lockie is pass. Boldor, you're Totem of the Bear, right?
Yep, that's
So
right.
you're taking
Raging.
half. Lockie's taking a quarter because he's got protection from necrotic.
Hey.
Yeah, so the only one who takes this full amount is basically Shana, who's behind the column. Shana's like behind thinking like, oh, I'm safe, I'm okay. And then this wave of dark black energy just shoots over you. Shana, how you...
Cover?
What was that, sorry?
Get a little bit of cover?
No. Unfortunately not. It would maybe give you like a +2 to that roll, which still is well
Yeah, it's
underneath.
still not good.
So,
So
how's
what's the total
everyone...
damage for that one?
So 72 is the total, so half for you, Boldor.
36.
36. Perfect.
Lockie's only going to take 13.
18.
18, yeah, sorry, not 13. Yeah, 18, thank you. That was a bad shot. If it makes you feel any better, though, that last remaining dragon soul who is near you is just vaporized by this. She's just gone. So the one that Boldor was near is just dead. Oh, that's a lot of damage! How's business snack looking?
Down.
You're not really standing.
Big was, have we liquidated assets as the company in receivership?
Yeah. It's Great Depression era.
Looks like business snack invested in Bitcoin and it's not going well right now. He watches Business Snack, you watch as this wave of darkness just flies across. Business Snack just goes down. You watch as Shana just curls up, sort of shaking and seizing, and then drops to 0 hit points.
Wow.
Sidus looks across as you take this damage, all of you.
Yes, that's better. Now, Mira, come.
As he looks towards you.
You have had enough time away from the cult. It's time to embrace your destiny. Time to come with me to the Horde. If you do so, I will let these feeble companions live. Unless they follow us.
Oh man.
You hear from the doorway, Mira, the gold ancient dragon Pinedreth, calls out, "Do not listen to Sidus's lies. Fight the darkness." She calls out. That's Sidus's go, the green dragon. Jin, could you roll me a D100, please? While Mira thinks of an answer. You got a few seconds, Mira. You don't have to panic. There's no need to panic. This isn't a test.
6 seconds.
60. Jin, you watch as the green dragon disengages from the blue and goes to attack your white dragon illusion and flies directly into it.
Did we not roll a 60 off the last D100 that we rolled?
Yeah,
I think you did, yeah.
Oh,
That's
we did.
freaky.
That's weird.
That's really weird. I'm going to roll an attack of opportunity as the blue dragon tries to attack the green dragon as he goes to run away. Brave Sir Robin ran away. That's going to hit. Amazing. Okay, amazing.
Wow.
As the green dragon thinks the white dragon is the greater threat, it peels off from the blue, smashes through this illusionary version, and actually, he was charging at it. He's going to smash into the wall. Jin, could you roll me 2d6 damage, please? 7 damage. That's not bad. Not bad. No two. As he takes that damage. Very, very nice. Jin, it's actually your go, somewhat appropriately. Hello, Jin. Jared?
Mike
He's
off.
gone!
He's there though.
Okay. All right, we'll come. Yeah, we can hear you now.
My cat keeps getting caught on the mic cord, and I think he's fucked up my mic.
Uh-oh.
Oh, mate.
No.
That's unfortunate.
He
Loki!
just made it fall on the ground, and it's got a.
Oh no.
I think it's fucked.
Oh, no.
We can still hear you good.
We can still
Sound
hear you
like
fine.
It's my headset mic.
Oh, mate. That's unfortunate.
That is really annoying. Because I was talking, I'm like, guys.
Please! Yeah, Jin, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, this guy's in front of me, so I
Yeah.
feel like I have to attack him.
Yeah, go for it. Summon the Sword of Darkness, the Umbral Blade.
I'm going to. So I'm going to summon that in my hand.
While you were
Going
learning
to-
things, I studied the blade.
Pretty much. But I'm
Do you
going
pull out
to,
the Lord of Edges?
going to use a charge to use the Dark Strike. So when I make a melee
nice.
weapon attack, I can
Yep.
spend a charge to increase. The reach doesn't matter because he's right next to me, but if the attack hits, I will make him be frightened.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, it says when I make a melee attack, I can spend a charge.
Yes.
So what I'm actually going to do is,
Yep.
now I need to figure out if I can do this. Booming Blade says, you brandish the weapon using the spell's casting and make a melee attack. So can I use Booming Blade and then use a charge to use the Dark Strike?
Yes, rules as written with my own homebrew magic. Yes, you can.
Yes! Sweet.
I'm gonna have to come up with a. I'm gonna have to revise that for the future versions of that sword. Future versions of the Umbral
They
Blade.
didn't roll. They didn't roll. Give me a sec.
But yeah, you guys watch as Jin reaches down a hand and grabs his shadow off the ground, pulling it into this dark katana leaking blackness. And then as he concentrates, Jin's skin begins to sort of bleed to this ashen white, eyes turning black as the blade increases in length. And then he stabs forwards into the cultist. Yeah, 27's going to hit. 14 damage.
And then
Eleanor is going to infuse strikes at attack as well.
With some extra acid damage. Actually, no, if it's green, poison.
Poison, yep.
So that goes from 14, 5 damage from Eleanor, and then also 4 damage for the booming blade.
Oh my god! How do you want to do this?
Oh my god! Just kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude got hit with the Sidus and the blue dragon duking it out in the main hall.
Oh, I didn't know he was that low.
He got stepped on. All of those ones who were around the dragon got stepped on when they
I didn't know that. I thought he was full health. I was like fight or flight pretty much. Okay.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So I summon the blade. It sort of coalesces in my hand as the shadow gets sucked in from into the blade. I plunge it into his gut, and then as he sort of looks at me. I will then sort of this electricity will sort of cackle through the blade and start sort of frying him from the inside. As then Eleanor, what does Eleanor do, Matt?
Poison. Eleanor poisons the blade.
Yeah.
I want to know how she does it though. I want to hear.
She spits poison into the open wound.
Even better. As he's burning from the inside, this glob of acid just hits the area where he's been stabbed, and his guts start like. Basically, there and then start like melting.
Yeah, I just saw Michael's hand gesture, and it's literally like the
Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, perfect.
This guy's Nedry, who's like just being fucked up by the Dilophosaurus. Oh man, amazing. Jin. Yeah, and he's like clutches at his stomach and begins like vomiting up blood, and then collapses on the ground, convulsing before falling still.
Sick.
Pretty fucked.
Okay. Yeah. So also what I'm going to do is...
I'll mark him off. He's dead now, so we'll just put a big red X on him. He can go to sleep. He can take a little nap.
So I just want to see something.
I don't know, guys. I'm 2 beers deep, alright? This isn't water, it's vodka.
Watch out!
Water.
Yeah, to Owen, he's true blue.
Mate, I'm Australian. Water's for sissies. You're not Australian unless you drink fucking botanicals all day long. This is some 4 Pillars Roku. This is some Roku gin. It's sake based gin, so it's a pretty upstanding gin, right? You don't just get this from your local bottler. You got to at least go to Dan Murphy's for this. Come on.
There you go, BWS stuff.
Yeah, mate, you're not going to get this from fucking BWS or what's that other one? The Bottle-O. More like the Bottle No, am I right? Not sponsored by Dan Murphy's.
It's on point. It's on point.
Okay, so for the rest of my turn...
She's going to try. He's trying to play D&D, guys. Mate.
So...
Lick it, lads.
So
yeah.
that dragon with the major image...
Yeah.
Oh, actually... So to move it... I need to, like, use an action, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's going to be a bit of an issue.
Nah, I can't do that. I was gonna say, could I use a spell slot to make it just move as if it looked like it dodged?
You could cast it again as a spell.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
That's too much.
In that case, then, I think your turn may be done. Thy turn be done.
Bonus action.
Thy movement at 0.
So yeah, I'll do a bonus action. I'm gonna chuck it on this dude. I'm just gonna do a Hexblade's Curse on that as well. Just why not?
Nice. Yeah, why not, hey?
So there's 2 Hexblade's Curse on
he's the most Hexblade cursed he can be.
Yes.
I'll leave the same symbol. Excuse me, same symbol as Shana for that one. Alrighty, the gold dragon. She is going to fly in. Oh, now how brave is she feeling? Yeah, she's going to do it. She's going to fly over the top of you guys and land here, right in front of Sidus. And you watch as she breathes in deeply and then lets out this blast of flame over the top of your head, Lockie. Deliberately, Lockie's just like, huh? That is going to be... Ooh, he does pass though, so it's only going to be half damage. It's still going to be a cheeky 33 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Sidus takes
Is it
fire
fire?
damage. Yeah, fire damage from the gold dragon's mouth. Pinedrith smashes down in place and blasts. Oh yeah, sorry, that's right. Shana, when Shana went down, Explode's curse is gone. Good point. Blasts out this wreath of fire, these burning golden flames that shoot over the top of Lockie's head, and blast against Sidus. You hear this roar of pain as Sidus calls out, taking this damage, but a minute later, as the flames clear, you can see this dangerous glint in his eye as he turns his head back.
Pinedrith, come to die, I see. Very well. I shall grant you a death, though it will not be quick and painless.
Pinedrith just growls ominously. The last of the dragon claws. Turns out I am deeply allergic to saying the word dragon claw. A massive sneeze then. I just managed to mute it for the stream. You're welcome, everyone who's wearing headphones right now. Literally, I just pressed it in time. Not the players, though. They got to experience it. The dragon claws are going to attack the blue dragon. It's going to hit. It's going to hit. Yeah, so she's going to take a little bit of damage. Boldor, it is your turn, buddy. I'm actually going to delete the tokens off for the dead people just so that the board is a bit less busy, hey?
Sounds good.
There you go.
Perfect. He looks to Sidus in the corner there, and then turns and sees Shana, his snake human friend, on the ground, bleeding out, and he's got a tough choice to make. He grips his axe with rage, and then turns back to Shana, and then fumbles his way over that way to try to administer first the best that he can. But his high level fatigue and lack of prowess and healing is probably not going to help him. He pulls out his little bag of inventory, sees like a what else is he going to have in there? You know, like a bedroll and like a water skin. He just like does something to try to help her stabilize.
Boldor, you would have a healing potion, definitely. If you don't have one in your inventory, you definitely should have a healing potion, 100%.
Also, Tom,
Okay, well-
I tossed a sword at your feet as well.
Which we've assumed you picked up a long sword.
Yes, cool. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not sure how that helps with the healing right now, but
I believe in the great tradition of the medieval times. It's time to let some blood. This woman is sick. We need to let some blood.
she must be put out of her misery right now.
Bloodletting never hurt anyone, right?
Yes, she seems to be leaking everywhere. Time to let out the bad blood.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
We can hear you.
1, 2, 3, testing.
Responding, 3, 4, 5.
That's an affirmative.
And he grabs.
That's
his
an
potion,
affirm.
And he's thinking, blade goes to chest, potion goes to mouth, and just like goes to fumble.
Oh, that's a euphemism. Could you roll me 2d4, please, plus 4?
Certainly. 2d4?
Yep.
Plus 4.
Shana, you are back with 6 health points.
Thank you.
6 health points. Popcorno. Yeah, 6 health points. I was watching New Girl last night, and it's the one where Schmidt does the popcorno. I just can't get it out of my head for some strange reason. It's locked in there. It's Italian for popcorn. Popcorno. Nicely done, Boldor, as you bring Shana back. That's action movement. No bonus actions.
Yes. Oh, bonus. Yep, that's it.
Alrighty. The Dragon Souls are dead. I can remove them. Oh no, they're not. Sorry, they're the spellcasters. Alrighty. This one's going to pop out and fire a spell at Yervith. Yervith does a... No? Oh, okay. No. Alright, then it's going for Mira. No. No, that's not how it works. Yervith does a 17 hit you.
17 is my armor class.
So yes.
Yeah.
You are going to take 13 points of fire damagios as this dragon soul reaches a hand into the burning cauldron next to him, summons this flame, and throws it at you as it strikes against your body.
That's super cool. I'm going to actually use my reaction to absorb elements and
Hey.
channel that into my sword.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can spend your spell slot to halve the damage, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Very, very nice. And the other one is going to... Oh, he's in a bit of a pickle. He's going to move around Eleanor. Ooh, it's in Eleanor. Going to move around Eleanor away from the giant dragon. He's not quite willing to disengage yet, so he's actually going to make 2 attacks. One against Jin, one against Eleanor. Excuse me, does a 15 hit Eleanor?
No, doesn't.
And does a 16 hit Jin? I don't believe it does. I don't think Jared's mic's working anymore. I'm pretty sure a 16 doesn't hit Jin, so we will move on as if it does not. The blue dragon is going to...
No, it didn't hit, sorry. I'm just trying to see if this is damage or not.
No,
I realised I probably did my testing by accident without muting.
Yeah, I think you did. That's okay.
My bad. I apologise.
The blue dragon kills this
fire
guy.
damage on Yervith?
14, so half to 7.
14. Yeah, cool. That's all good.
You watch as Duvnin kills this guy, flat out just murders this guy, and then swings her tail around and deals some heavy damage to the one in front of her, and then calls out towards Sidus. He calls out to Sidus.
It's over, Sidus. The others are not far away. United, you have no hope of defeating us. Give it up.
That's his full turn. Mira!
Yes. Mira is thinking about what the gold dragon period does.
Pinedreth.
Pinedreth said.
Pinedreth. I'll type it in.
Pinedreth, yes.
Pinedreth.
Oh, nice. Okay. And she steps out.
It's a very
again.
dragony name, isn't it?
It's a very dragony name. Yes. So she steps out and she says, "I will never side with the darkness." And she'll hold out her cold hand, the silver one, and just these ice crystals kind of form. And her red hand takes it up, and a golden, radiant, draconic spirit issues forth, and it's kind of like this frozen, crystallized dragon made of radiant energy. So I don't know if you have any more dragon tokens.
Oh, you bet.
Yay! Large dragon.
Let's use... How's this symbol look? I'm going to use a small token, even though it's a big one, if that's okay.
Yes.
How big is it?
Large.
Okay, so it'd be adult size, so it'd be that big. And you're putting it between Lockie and Sidus, or just under there?
Just there, yeah. So it just kind of bursts from her hands.
It's this golden radiant dragon summons forth. And then you attack with it, I imagine?
I do. I attack.
Yeah, nice.
Multi-attack.
Nice.
So it is spell attack modifier to hit. So that's a 25 to hit.
Oh yes, that's going to hit. This is going to be bad. It's radiant damage too, isn't it?
It is radiant damage.
Oh no!
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger.
That's it.
Second one won't hit.
Didn't know I could do that voice. Turns out I can.
That was perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
I'm in danger.
Okay, 1d6 plus 4, so 7 radiant plus 5 piercing.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No. But there's a giant dragon between me and that one.
So how much was the radiant? Sorry, 11 radiant. Did you say? No.
7 radiant.
7 radiant. I will
and
double
5
that.
piercing.
Yeah, piercing stays the same. As
and
this.
I choose resistance to necrotic.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure? It's going once, going twice. Phone a friend.
Yeah. No, I think I'll take that one. Yeah.
Taking enough necrotic damage tonight, hey?
Yeah.
As you summon this gold, glistening, metallic dragon made of light that blasts this radiant, burning energy towards Sidus, you hear Sidus scream as this energy blasts across his skin, peeling his scales back and dealing heavy damage. Anything else in your turn, Mira?
Yeah, she'll just say to him, "You have fallen too far, even this." She can tell there's something wrong with this guy.
Yeah. Lockie.
All right, so as that dragon belches out its radiant breath, Lockie holds up his mace, just enough to go in the flame, and lights it up. So he's going to, because I can do this with mace anyway. He's going to light up, do a charge, and make it radiant with a +1 to attack and damage. Cha-cha.
Very, very nice. As Lockie, you activate. It's called. What's that feature called again? I can't remember.
It's Infusion Radiant Weapon.
Infusion.
Yes. So grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it when holding it. But its action to activate, deactivate, and shooting a bright light of 30 feet.
Nice. And I'm guessing you step up and.
Step up and take 2 attacks.
Oh, this could be this. There we go. Here we go. And it's radiant damage as well.
Yeah.
Or bludgeoning plus radiant bonus, I think.
Bludgeoning plus radiant bonus.
Yeah, nice. This would be good. This would be good.
Well, let's see.
If you can get in that 20, this could be nice. 11's not enough to hit. Oh, 17's not quite enough either, my friend.
I can burn an inspiration for 1 more roll.
You can burn an inspiration? Of course you can.
I have no flashes of genius left.
Oh, that's going to hit it. That's going to hit. That's going to hit.
What's it?
Absolutely. That's it.
Dirty 20, we'll take it.
Filthy 20.
Filthy 20.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a filthy 20. It's a filthy 20. It's a t-shirt.
Okay, so
Great name for a podcast, Filthy 20.
Yeah.
Plus 1d6 plus 3.
And Lockie's going to do some heavy math in the background there.
Yes, you can do 4 damage radiant. So it wasn't that much. Bludgeoning. No, it's radiant. It's radiant now.
Oh, does it do all the damage is radiant?
I believe so. Damage rolls made by holding it. Take button. No. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Just light.
Okay, it's just light. Oh,
but it's cool effect.
But it's a cool effect.
You can blind them, though.
I can blind, yeah. Alright, I'll spend
Would you like to...
blind them.
Do I make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Luckily, ancient black dragons are not great at Constitution saving throws. That's...
No.
Never mind. That's a 12. Plus 7.
Oh, wow.
Plus 7. And I rolled a 5.
Oh, no. The dragon.
Let's go.
He's blinded for a turn, I believe, right? Until you're at the beginning of your next turn, correct, Lockie?
Yep. So it hits, and he's just like... And the dragon's like, what the fuck is that? And then the weapon goes... Boof,
Yeah.
flashes, and then...
My eyes! Alrighty. Now, before we get to the next turn, we are now well and truly over our normal time. This isn't wrapping up anytime soon. We're going to be going for another hour. Nope. You're going to have to wait until next week. We are ending this session on a cliffhanger. How is this going to resolve? Because there's other things happening. You've hit him at half health. Now things are going to go down. So this is going to take a bit longer. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So that is where we're wrapping up, everybody, for tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. We will be back again next week for the epic conclusion to this battle and to this chapter, which is one of the very last chapters of the Tyranny of Dragons. You guys are on to the penultimate. This is the penultimate chapter of the Tyranny of Dragons. So we are rapidly approaching the end. But don't be sad, because we will be coming straight back in as soon as we finish Tyranny of Dragons with Storm King's Thunder. So don't be sad. There'll always be more D&D. But for the moment, for tonight, we're going to wrap it up there. So thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe, stay well. We will see you all again next Wednesday. But until then, farewell. Goodbye, everybody. Bye!
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.